not, so hopefully you can hear us a little better now. It's Thursday night, 350 Throwdown. Woot, woot, woot. Thanks for joining in. It is Thursday, March 31st. We are doing another rendition of the 350 tournament. Today, Matt and I are going to be playing, we're going to be testing the Overrun scenario once again. For those of you who are wondering, why are you testing the Overrun? We're trying to add a sixth scenario to the 350 scenario list, and so far this one has a lot of promise to it. So we here at Wolfnet like to test, and
that way we get a average.
We work out the kinks, and we don't like to put it out in the public until
there's no one and done.
It's ready to go. So
we beat the shit out of it until it works the way we want it.
Yeah. So tonight we're running Overrun. Tonight we also have the wonderful, beautiful, velvety tones of Sean, Mr. Goolsby.
Good evening, everybody.
Goolsby, do you have a call sign yet?
I don't think so. Isn't this something that traditionally other people are supposed to give you?
It's something that we do give someone, so...
I do not have. I have not been given any call sign.
We will have to possibly...
Sounds like we need to update the Discord roster.
We'll have to try to maybe figure out what we should... That I think is going to have to... It's not a one-night thing. We'll come up with some opportunities. Chat, if you can think of any good nicknames or call signs for the wonderful Sean Goolsby. I mean, his name kind of...
Doc?
That's too easy.
Is it?
That is pretty easy.
That's too easy. So anyway, we'll have...
He does some kind of implants.
We'll have... we'll have a great game going on for you, hopefully. Along with a mini game of... name, or we'll try to come up with some good call signs for Goolsby. So
with a Goolsby call sign.
Let's first of all show you guys the lists. This will be Matt. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Oh nope, sorry, this is me. This is me. I am running the Apocalypse Inventory again. I know. I'm sorry.
Tommy!
Tommy just showed up. I'm doing something different though. It's a very heavy C3I list, so I upped all their pilot skills to 5s. In the idea that I'm still gonna hit that 7s and 8s and 9s range. So and to get all that stuff in there. So I'm running an Archangel, a Seraph, a Diva, a Malik, and 2 Nightshades. The particular thing about the Nightshades are they have C3I and they have ECM. So, but I pay for it. So that is my list.
But I wanted to try...
I will hand it over to Matt to discuss his list. And we'll get rolling.
Literally and figuratively. I didn't know you had a giant sword.
I got 2.
So,
These are actually
in haste, a long time ago I did the Necromo Nightmare miniatures. So, tonight I'll be using 3 Capellan Battletech units. The awesome 10KO, which has ECM, and the Cataphract 4L, which has ECM and stealth, and the Vindicator 4L, which has ECM and stealth, and then 5 Protomechs, 2 Gorgons, a Rock, Centaur, and Minotaurs. The Gorgons are variant 3 and the rest are standards. So hopefully we'll see if we can have some fun castling with Protomechs, which will only take like 3. And hopefully he can't hit the other broadside of a barn of the other 3. Well, maybe the Awesome. The Awesome doesn't have stealth. But the other 2 do. So hopefully it'll hinder him from getting any hits. And then I dropped the skill for the Awesome, or increased the skill for the Awesome by 1 to make it skill 3. The rest are all 4s. I don't imagine the Protomechs lasting very long, but they will inflict some damage. hopefully they will give him something to be distracted by, but yet something
I don't get distracted.
something close to make him irritated.
Literally even on the road.
Distraction and anger. Hopefully we're gonna key on that.
There's one more.
And that's about it for me. Anyways, I gotta roll some initiative.
Judge?
You can. Andrew and Sean Goolsby, which we just found out Goolsby doesn't have a call sign here. So we have to think of I rolled a 7 for
Is he a doctor or dentist?
tear rain placement. Oh, he's a dentist. 100% a dentist.
You're supposed to tell me that.
Ooh, the lucky pliers.
You were supposed to leave something to the imagination, guys.
Ghost Bear dice, I got 11.
I saw the audio.
Suck it, new Ghost
The
Bear
new
11.
Ghost Bear dice rolled an 11.
That's right.
Loaded dice.
No, they're not. They're United Kingdom dice. They're not.
You're over here.
My dice didn't break Mario's board or table.
They didn't?
Nope, did not touch his kitchen
Bullshit.
table.
You should have.
Okay, so we're playing Overrun. Remember, here's the lines. Heaviest combined weight gets the objective for that turn.
Hello,
Hello.
how's it going?
Going good. About to see a grudge match here. I think Matt took the win last time, so Coach is on the fence just from the get-go. He's got to redeem himself.
We'll try that.
Can you hear me better now?
There's one.
Well, that's interesting.
I can hear you fine. Let me see how it sounds from YouTube here. Hold on.
Tommy, how the hell are you?
I don't want to break the swearing already.
Oh, we already did that.
Oh,
Already
that's,
did it?
that's already gone.
You may be nicer though.
I may be nicer. I don't know. YouTube hasn't probably seen me for a little while. I think last week or 2 weeks ago.
Just gonna plop right here. 2 inches.
That's what she said.
I don't know. Sounds like it's doing okay. Sounds like it's doing okay on YouTube. I don't hear any problems there.
Okay.
Hey, what's this shit? Get back here. Back it up. Back it up. When you cheated that, like, oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see here. It's very quiet. Better. Good.
Hi, boys.
Stranger danger. I mean, stranger.
welcome back,
10 and
Andrew.
20.
Tommy.
I got off of or out of the house early. All I had to do was fold laundry.
Hey, I do that too. It's nice. It's calming.
Tommy can't hear us.
Yeah, I could hear you.
How you
Yeah,
doing,
he can
buddy?
hear us.
I could hear you.
Just ignored me. That's cool. That's cool.
Could you imagine having a lobby and
No problem.
Pelin this together?
Tommy, can you hear Andrew?
I could hear you, Andrew.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He just doesn't care about me. That's all right.
Gotcha. I care, Andrew. I care.
I care.
Thank you. I
I care
appreciate
so much that I asked April if I could take the kids to our family Christmas vacation to Las Vegas next year.
Ooh,
How'd that go?
Las Vegas Open.
I got the look of I don't think Las Vegas is a kid-friendly town, but I was trying to tell him there's a lot of other stuff in there for kids too.
Like sand.
There is.
Hey,
sand.
your boy's played, so he's taken
Hey, that's
care of.
not too far from the box.
It's not. It's
Fort Irwin.
Fort Irwin's pretty close. Yeah.
I was there for like, what, 2 months? That was fun. In the box.
So what game mode are you guys playing?
This
They're
is called
playing
Overrun.
Overrun.
This is the experimental 6th scenario that Andrew and I
Or hold the line.
have developed a bit.
I don't know if we've settled
So
on
they
it.
are
I've been calling
playtesting.
it Overrun, but
Just call it mine. Mine.
Yeah,
We both
overrun,
have
hold the
painted
line.
We do.
Yeah, either way.
go us.
Woohoo!
I just painted these bad boys.
I did see them on the internet.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It looks pretty nice.
Let's get some water here.
Are they completely painted up?
I gotta put decals and seal them.
Oh, so
I don't go too far.
I don't go too far.
I don't go too far.
I don't go too much inside.
I don't go too far, but I bought all the stuff to do it.
Wow, you guys are really leaving the open. All right.
Hey,
Yeah, I see a little bit of a cluster of terrain there on the
my
Necromo side.
my Jade Falcon list is looking great.
If they made the stuff.
That's correct.
Hey, Catalyst and Iron Winds, start making more stuff. Please.
Hey, Tommy, that mech in question
Yeah.
is done. We're just waiting for it to be finished, like all the way. So
I had a feeling.
it's on the horizon, dude.
I had a feeling. There's a lot of Jade Falcon fans out there, so.
You left your terrain
I did leave my terrain.
together
Hey, they
too
stick
long.
together.
Too long?
They stick together.
We gotta get some like parchment
Like,
paper or
literally.
something to put.
They need some repair work.
Hey, at least I left him here.
Yeah,
Where's your guys'
I
terrain?
brought some extra.
Oh,
Hey, guess what I got for a raise?
blowjob.
Dude, that's a great idea.
He wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be here if that was the case.
Not safe for children.
All right.
By the way, this parental advisory.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have one of those age verification drop-down boxes on your channel here.
God
pretty soon.
dang it!
The bigger the laser, the bigger the Johnson.
Wait, has the clock been running the whole time?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me to
because you
start it.
started You never stopped it. So just reset. Okay.
It's a good thing I can just reset.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10. All right. So. 6.
Yeah.
Tie. 9.
Mario, if you're watching this, their dice are a lot better than your dice were last week.
Mario stepped away already.
Oh. When I went against him, I think only 25% of his dice actually hit.
Do you need a set of Dragoon dice?
No, I'm good.
You don't have any?
I don't have any, but I don't need any.
You don't want any.
Talk to me later if we find out that some of the Jade Falcon mechs go to Wolf Dragoons.
You have to place your entire.
Boy, that would be friggin' sweet.
That's right.
I would be making a Wolf Dragoons list then.
So I'm gonna get.
First time ever.
I'm gonna get a.
I'm gonna get the uneven units real soon here.
I'm gonna get an initiative anti-sync. So.
You're not using my map though.
Yeah, we're using the original.
Mine is the original and has the line, the 2-inch line for starters. Sorry, I'm just lazy.
I'm hoping I can win one of these streamed games. I'm pretty sure I've not won a single streamed game.
You know.
Well, now that I'm here, you can win.
It all started with Mario at Battleborn. Which, by the way, for anyone who wants to go to Gen Con but isn't going to go to Gen Con, go to the Battleborn.
Battleborn.
Dun, dun, dun.
There you go. So I'm curious as to the placement of the terrain. I see a tremendous amount of open field here, and I only really see in both of your guys' combined list. I only see one dude that deals 5 or more damage at medium range, and that's Coach's Archangel. So firing lines and cover obviously are not a consideration in this game.
I don't know what to
Because
say because
There is no cover.
As you could tell, I didn't place terrain.
Right. Tommy, are you there on site?
I'm here
Yeah.
in OC.
Hey, look, I put all these good size, standardized bases on instead of the lance pack plastic.
Ooh.
Oh, speaking of making stuff, let's get the nightshade made. Because that unit is amazing.
Yeah, and it looks cool too.
Yeah, it's got like little wings.
Is that the metal ones? No, just pick it
I
up.
don't even have a model.
Just pick it up.
So anybody out there that wants a nightshade made, do it too.
What's a good mech to put in its place, or a good vehicle to put in its place?
For 16 points.
You got a proxy?
Yeah, he's got a proxy.
Looks like
Yeah,
a
they're
sprint to
both
me from here. What are you using, a sprint for the
Is it
proxy?
a sprint proxy?
Yeah, sprint proxy, ballot proxy.
Sprint and a
Okay.
ballot proxy. Proxy.
Both fine alternatives for sure.
That one looks like a tampoon.
That one? Oh, yeah. He was a pain in the ass to paint.
Which one?
Red and white don't go together.
No, they don't.
Stranger danger, I don't know why there's no damage in their lists.
Have Goolsby go over the rules for Overrun again.
Hey, Goolsby, they want
Yep,
you to
I can
go.
hear you.
Why is there
Okay.
no damage in our list?
Yep, I'll go ahead and do it.
Because some people don't want to take like.
Okay, for those who were not watching this last week, this is the proposed, or one of the proposed 6th scenarios for the Alpha Strike 350 tournament.
I get everything.
And the reason why a 6th scenario is desirable is because the 5 scenarios that currently exist, 3 of which are, it's very favorable to bring fast units, and 2 of the lists are rather favorable to bring kind of the heavy, slower moving, heavy hitter lists. So to kind of balance that out, to kind of make the 350 tournament overall a tournament format that you would want to bring pretty much any unit to. The desire has been to develop a 3rd scenario that is very favorable to have the assault size, or the heavier, slower, heavier hitting mechs. So this scenario here is an attempt to provide a scenario to do that. So anyways, this is tentatively called Overrun. You cannot see it terribly well on the screen, but if you look on the bottom edge of the player area, you can see those little black ticks, one approximately 8 inches from Matt's side, one right at the midline, and one approximately 8 inches from Coach's side. Those are the 4 different zones, and from right to the left, I'm going to go left to right. From Matt's side, I'm going to call that Matt's home zone. The next one over, I'm going to call Zone A. The next zone, I'm going to call Zone B. And then the last zone, I'm going to call Coach's home zone. So those are the 4 different areas that are under dispute for this scenario. Now, Matt's home zone is worth 0 objective points to Matt. But it is worth 2 objective points to Coach. And the same is true about Coach's home zone. 0 objective points for Coach, 2 objective points for Matt. Zone A and Zone B, splitting the middle field, are both worth 1 objective point to either player. You are able to control a zone by having the most combined class weight in the area. So if Coach has got... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
TSM and sprint. Do I take the TSM movement, or do I take the normal movement plus 2 inches? That's what it is.
Is your TSM engaged? Is your TSM engaged?
You need to be your heat needs to be engaged, so you have to engage the TSM before moving.
Which I'm doing.
And then you'll suffer the 2
But-
inches later, right?
But I think it's.
Did you?
I don't think.
Did you? Hold on.
TSM,
Hold on.
You
I don't think you
Did you-
take your.
You gain
Stop.
movement.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Did you start when you entered the game? Did you say your heat was up?
Did you enter the game with the heat up?
No, I just. just literally
In-
mention it right now.
Okay.
Or do I have to? At
The deliberate overheating rule.
This is
The deliberate overheating rule says you may deliberately spike your heat level by declaring your intention to do so in your end phase of any turn. So can you start the game overheated?
Yes.
This is the smart
You can
Okay.
start. You can start with the heat up.
Your intention
Right.
was there.
The question is, do I when I deploy him, do I start him at overheat?
Yes.
Or when
Yes.
You have to.
before I activate him, do I say he's
No.
When you
The
place him
heat
on the unit,
is what activates it.
Like he is TSM.
heat activates it.
I'm
By the way,
still
Andrew,
going.
they're not hearing you because
Yeah,
you're
obviously.
hearing
Another
me.
relay here.
He's frustrating me because he's not listening. Tommy, you can tell him that if he started the game with the heat applied, that means his movement has the additional +2 inches.
I don't know why I
His
did that, 'cause
sprinting would
I
work
only see
from
the
that
left move, so.
from that speed.
All right. Andrew says you can start if you start the match with it overheated and TSM activated, you get the +2, but you have to start it at the line.
At the deployment.
Yep. You have to declare.
And then his sprinting, and then his sprinting is
I
what
can't,
his
at the beginning of the movement phase, say he's overheated.
no.
I think I'm actually
He,
taking.
You have to declare that in the end phase
At the end phase.
or in the deployment.
I think I'm actually taking the two most disliked factions together.
Comstar and Jade Falcon.
No, the Wannabes and Capellans
Oh,
together again.
Everybody likes being a bad guy.
I like being a bad guy.
I like being a bad guy.
You got any flak over there?
Oh, good question.
So I have to make a.
All right, so we're good on that.
No, sir, I do not. I do have 3 ECMs on the field though.
You have 3 ECMs. Where are they?
Vindicator, Cataphract, Awesome.
Okay, so the mechs.
So the mechs.
The mechs are all ECM, baby.
So he is in ECCM mode, ECCM mode, ECCM mode, ECCM
Oh,
mode.
you got 4? Fuck.
And
Good thing you took those
ECCM mode.
at 5.
He's the only one that doesn't have an ECM.
Well, it's
So this is going to be an ECM battle, not so much a mech battle.
overtake the CCM warfare.
Take the damage out. Add in the ECM. Sorry, Stranger Danger. That's if you're getting upset that I'm calling you Stranger Danger, just let me know and I'll stop it.
Actually going to.
so at the end of the day here, how many ECMs does Aaron have, and how many ECMs does Matt?
I'll look on his list here. Aaron has 1, 2, 3,
No, he's
4, 5. 5 out of 6 units has ECM on coaches.
Yep.
And then
Team.
Matt has how many?
3.
Matt has 1,
Move 1 inch.
2, 3, 3.
Way to.
Okay, so Aaron can control the field. I mean, the only reason that I'm asking that is that Aaron is most likely with the Opakis running C3I, so he'll be running all of his ECM in EECM, which is a counter to ECM.
ECCM, not EECM.
Right.
ECCM.
I'm sorry, you're correct, but that will that will negate Matt's ECM so that his C3 will stay engaged.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Stranger 128 asked why no damage in the lists. I am going to make some assumptions here, just based on what I'm seeing.
They all
Coach
have
Bring,
movement
he's got a C3I list. C3I is a special ability which lets all the units share targeting value.
They count as 5.
And or targeting data. So if anybody in the C3I network, and you can have up to 6 mechs share C3I targeting data. So anybody in that C3I group, if anybody's at short range, then everybody within range of the target is considered to be at short range for.
You calculate your 2
for
hit
it to hit based off of the short damage.
but you do the damage of whatever range you are at.
Correct. But I think one of the advantages to having a C3 list is if you're going, I think that the whole purpose of it is to do some focused fire. So you don't necessarily have to have any one mech have a high damage profile. You can combine the fire of a lot of different units to cumulatively deal a tremendous amount of damage, especially more consistently when you're able to share that targeting data and have better to hit rolls. So I would assume that is what Coach's idea is. He does have one heavy hitter, which is the Archangel. That one is a scary unit. If you ever want to look that one up, it's an Archangel Communus. It's an assault-sized mech. It moves 6 inches, has a damage profile of 6 at short range, 6 at medium range, and 0 at long range. And it's got, what, 1 million armor and structure, I think? Rounded up.
Yeah,
but
it's
a beast.
It's a 100-ton mech that has full armor, full structure, and the reason that you get the full 10 on that is it also has a compact engine, so it's very difficult to take out from criticals.
Yep, and that case just makes that even more difficult, of course. At 54 power value, it's a bargain.
That is a very big bargain.
Certainly, probably a staple for any C3 Word of Blake list, for sure. But you got to play Blake, so you gotta be okay having no morals. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking we've got behind Coach's list. As far as your question about no damage, oh sorry, were you gonna say something, Tommy?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So where does Angel ECM come? I mean,
Angel's basically it's basically 2 ECMs at the same time.
And it has a bigger diameter.
That's right, yeah, bigger diameter. And it's basically 2 ECMs at the same time. So normal ECMs, you can either run it in regular ECM mode or ECCM mode, as Andrew was talking about, but you can't do both at the same time. With an Angel ECM, you can do both. Or you can do double ECM and be able to, if I remember correctly, you can break through an enemy ECCM by running your Angel ECM in double ECM mode. Isn't that correct, Andrew?
Say that again.
Can't an Angel ECM, if you're running it in standard mode, so basically both layers of ECM are running in standard mode, doesn't a single enemy ECCM field, it's not strong enough to counter that, right? So you can still break through and use your ECM field, right?
I trust you.
it's a good question.
Yeah, you would need two ECMs running in ECCM mode to counter an Angel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Now, the interesting thing that you're going to see here tonight too is with the C3I, Aaron is going to be gambling a little bit on what his ranges are, because I believe that he bumped all of his units up to a skill 5.
Oh,
so he's counting.
Oh, you are correct. Look at that.
He is counting on his C3I at closer ranges to help counter some of his gunnery. Which is
right. And then the Nightshades are at skill 7, but they don't really have any firepower anyway. So he's using those guys with their high TMM to be able to get into that short range, I assume, and provide that targeting data to everybody else. So yeah, that's an interesting way to pull it. So okay, so when I said that Archangel was a bargain at 54 points, that was me forgetting or not realizing that he had reduced the skill to 5. So that would certainly reflect. That would make it cheaper. What is it normally, like a 60? What does that make it? A 61 point normally? Hold on, let me look it up.
100 tonner? Just minus 10. So plus 10, so probably a 64, I'm guessing.
I'll just look it up real quick here.
Long range, he's out of range. The
It's the Communist, right?
The coming one.
The Communist is normally 60 points, so I was close. 61. It's actually 60 points. So yeah, I'm guessing that the idea behind the Nightshades is those guys with their high TMM can more safely creep into short range from their opponents and provide that sweet short range targeting modifier to all of their allies.
There's one. I just had to fucking both.
How are we doing? I should probably pay attention to what they're actually doing.
And the Vindicator has 2 long range.
Man, these are crappy dice.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
All dice are crappy. It doesn't matter. If you're playing Alpha Strike, the dice will not be your ally.
I was looking at some Clan Wolf dice.
Okay. I've got 3 here.
I got some of those beautiful aircraft grade aluminum Clan Wolverine dice from Gen Con last year, and they feel wonderful to roll, but they roll so bad. I don't know that I've ever done anything with those dice.
Those the metal aluminum ones that are in
Oh, yeah.
the little puck. Yeah, they're awesome.
They are gorgeous.
They roll
Yeah,
like shit.
they are so bad. Roll bad every time.
People watching tonight. Big crowd. So you will want to,
You know what? Every
that.
moment's worth. Even these 3 people.
Click. Properties. And
I got a 2
One.
for initiative.
Okay.
All right, so end of first round. We've got.
I like how the 3 people are probably Mario, Andrew,
Who's
That's probably true. Looks like Chris is here. Chris Hesby at least was here.
Okay, before we do
Yeah.
this.
Well, now we got 4.
And then we got Stranger 1028, whoever that is.
He's a stranger.
He is a stranger. I don't know this person.
Roll initiative 1 guy.
Or maybe I do and just don't know it.
Got it.
It'd be like me playing when I play Tuesday night fight. I always change up my Discord name. Hey, it is Squid.
Oh yeah.
Squid is
Oh, there
stranger
you go.
danger.
And we got Charlie, company president, counted for with Edward Stevens.
And Hesby is here. Hesby. Oh, I hope I didn't
Yep. I
butcher
saw
that.
Hesby was here. What's up, Hesby?
I'm looking forward to seeing you, buddy. You'll be at Rumble on the River on April 23rd in Davenport, Iowa.
I'm not going to Rumble on the River.
I'm pulling a coach that weekend. I gotta go to a wedding.
Guys suck.
All right, so into first round, we've got looks like Matt controls Zone A. I'm assuming Coach controls Zone B, and we got no contestation for either of the home zones. But hopefully that will change here pretty soon.
Maybe we needed like a dotted line to go across, showing which zones are in.
Look like shit.
Any of your mechs look like shit already.
It's after you've played a game or two, you can visualize it. We had a tough time first game.
Hey, what if we just make, you know how like the football fields have all the markers along the sideline? Do that.
Oh, do that.
Who am I going against next?
Coach.
Whoever wins this one, I guess.
Okay. I'll make sure I get my flak units out.
Yeah, I've heard about this game store in Fargo, Chris.
Fargo.
I've heard that sounds like you guys got some pretty good digs over there. Maybe have another Alpha Strike cell.
Come up with,
Sean, we're going to make a trip up there here one of these weekends.
Sounds great, man. Sounds great.
Pretty,
Let me know when you're going. I'll see if I can go.
We'll coordinate it so we can make it. We can both go.
Sounds good.
So right
I
now,
lived in Fargo for 10 years, so that'd be old stomping grounds.
All right.
keeps that baby nice and shiny.
so they're right
Maybe
now.
another 350 splinter cell there in Fargo in the makings.
That would be awesome.
So there's a couple nominations for your nickname. Top
Uh-oh,
Dog.
what do we got?
You got Top Dog and Chrome Dome.
Chrome Dome.
Driller.
I did not.
Where are you seeing those? Are those on the Discord somewhere?
Nope, that's Aaron talking out of his ass.
Aaron talking about his
Gotcha.
Just give it time.
We're
As
trying to figure out who
continues to
nominated
drink,
him.
he'll come up with better ones.
Yeah, let's maybe keep thinking about that one.
Maybe I'll put a Discord message and ask what your call sign should be.
Drill bit?
Drill bit?
I like drill bit.
Drill bit?
There's Dwarbit. On the Discord already.
But Orbit.
Sean needs a DFA themed nickname.
DFA has been removed from my tool bag, man.
In Alpha Strike or Classic? Or both?
I have played one half classic game in my life, so this is a Alpha Strike guy here.
So, but you did play. I mean, we did play a classic game.
Yep, we sure did, and it was very enjoyable, very different experience from Alpha Strike for sure.
Okay.
Is this
And I would play it
plugged in?
again. I really would.
No.
I think the next time we do it, though, we'll play the miniature rules where we won't play on hex. Unless
Play like the
unless you like that.
in this day and age. I've had this conversation before. In this day and age, with modern gaming materials and certainly the games which Alpha Strike is competing with, or which Battletech is competing with.
There we go.
I mean, the 3D terrain's where it's at. I mean, that's where gaming is in the modern era. And the paper maps really are not the future, if you ask me.
Oh man, I really wish we could have a conversation with some folks, and because there's a significant portion of individuals who really feel the identity of Battletech revolves around or is on those paper maps or flat maps.
I think that there is a very worthy, honorable history with the paper maps. I mean, it certainly is where Battletech, and certainly a lot of war games, generally speaking, have come from. If you look at a lot of the old Avalon Hill war games, which the hex-based war games, which historically have been the wheelhouse of war games. And there's of course there's going to be a lot of love for hex-based systems, especially the tried and true fans which have been present for decades, decades and decades. But in the modern era, as with many industries, you have to modernize, otherwise you will slowly die. Eventually, sad to say, the Grognard generation will die out. And if Battletech is going to survive multi-generations, if it's going to captivate a new generation of players and keep them going until their kids start playing, I do not think that the hex-based system is going to carry that through.
See, but the argument could be made that, you look at the revival of Battletech with the Kickstarter, there's a lot to be said for people that have come back, and
sure,
they're still playing Classic, and because Classic has not, in 35 years,
6 inches.
the basic rules for playing Classic Battletech have not changed. The only thing that's really changed that can add a lot to the game is the technology and the weapon systems.
Right.
So
now, okay. Edward Stevens says hex maps are still popular for the same reason chess is. I am not saying that hex maps are bad on any level, and I think they definitely have a tremendously important place. I would be curious to know throughout the recent Clan Invasion Kickstarter how many like virgin new players were attracted to the game. And if they were attracted to the game via the hex system, or if it was just the giant stompy robots, the aesthetic of the game, or if it really was just kind of the revival of a very large number of people that used to play. Yeah, and Edward, yeah, absolutely, we can have both. The only point I'm trying to make is that when any kind of, I think any kind of company that intends to be around for decades has to have the rising generation of clients in mind with how they design and develop their products. And I'll tell you right now that I don't see a lot of teenagers who are, the future of this game. I don't see a lot of teenagers falling in love with a hex system.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I don't disagree. I mean, I take my daughter.
Both have these.
I look at my daughter and
these two.
my daughter's 13. There's no way that I would have. There's no way she would sit through a classic game.
Yeah, my boy's not going to learn those. My boy's not going to. He's 16. He's not going to learn those rules.
Man, but Alpha Strike, shit, she's so mad she can't go to Rumble on the River. She's spitting tax right now. But
you can comfort her in the fact that I will not be going either, so she will not have another opportunity to lose to me.
Yeah, but she would have had an opportunity to play Mario, and that upset her.
That's true. That's true.
If you want, you could tell her I played Mario a couple weeks ago.
7, 8. That's medium, isn't it?
I will let her know. So, back to this game. We look like we got some interesting things happening here.
We sure do.
Nightshade in the background for Matt. And we got some Protomex making a move. In the middle there. I see Aaron's keeping his big hitters with some distance.
Natural crit.
Oh, those are always satisfying to roll.
6.
Better than a 5 or a 9.
Stupid leg shots. It's the only way I remember it. Is Cyclone already doing jump serving already?
10's there?
Yeah. She got to play up with the ones team last weekend for national qualifiers, and she tattooed a couple of girls in the face with her jump serve, so that was always fun. If she does that, she gets ice cream. So. So she was feeling pretty good about it. Now she's doing awesome in volleyball. She's really loving it. So I love going and watching her. I'm a little upset that I'm not going to be around the weekend for Rumble, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Zeta is picking up volleyball really quick now. It's only her second year, and she's not doing jump serving yet, but she's already thrown it in the air and hitting it type deal without jumping.
She's 13?
Yeah, they just turned 13.
Just turned, okay.
So she's in 6th grade right now, and they moved her up to 7th grade AAU. So.
Oh, very cool. Good for her.
Oh, look at that natty!
Ooh, there's big numbers, no whammies.
Ooh.
Engine.
That hurts.
Where'd that one hit?
Centaur has 1.
2 beads already. Oh, snap.
Going for the skittle.
Going for the anal.
Do not underestimate Protomex, people. This is a lesson which Coach looks like he might be learning the hard way right now. They all might be low by themselves, but this is some swarm tactics we got going on. Look at that. Throwing some heat.
Another engine. That's done.
And he's gone.
3 natural crit.
Oh, some heat from Matt's side of the table.
I'd check those dice, Aaron.
5, 6, 7s.
On the Centaur.
Which mech is that? It's hard for me to tell from this angle. Is that
I got
the
1,
Malik?
Was that the Malik that just
Preda.
died?
Got one.
Or
2,
Preda?
3, 4.
You got 4 hits.
He doesn't have a Preda. He's got a Diva.
But I'm glad
Diva.
he's absorbing all that
That's the
damage.
Diva.
Is that the Diva? Okay, so the Diva just
Are you
just
talking
bit
about
the
Aaron?
bullet. Yeah, Aaron's that just died. Is that the Diva?
No, Aaron's the Diva.
Wrong. Not wrong.
Is the Diva that just died?
Yep.
Yep.
That's what. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, Chris, I've played a proto mech list once in one tournament, and I was not disappointed with them. They really are, I think, easy to underestimate what they can do, especially when they're all in a group.
Fire moths all day.
Yeah.
I don't think you would ever want to run them by themselves, like across the board. I think you got to keep them in a pack.
The other
one
week,
armor,
I
one structure
beat
one.
Mario
Yeah, they all have just one
barely
structure.
with
Yep,
his
yep,
mech
Rock has-
list, and
Rockies has one left.
out of the whole entire night, I had a total of 8 fire and control hits on his tanks.
Oof.
That's got to feel good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I will definitely take.
So Aaron has in the back there, the red one is the Archangel.
Yep.
Archangel, yep.
The gray one standing next to him is the Seraph.
Yep.
And here.
The Diva is right in front of them, behind that
That's the
hill,
one just got
which is
toasted.
kinda
6, 7,
ghosted.
8.
I think
Yep.
in the top of on the top there, in the
2
trees,
dice.
he has a Malik.
Yep, that's the Malik.
And in the backfield,
So we'll go 3
right
here,
next
3
to
here. So
Matt's dice tray is one of his
7, 8
nightshades.
here, 5, 6.
Yep, and then the other
7,
nightshade
'cause I stayed-
is behind the cataphract, I think, if I can read this correctly.
There you go. Yep, you were correct.
I should have shot.
7's there.
So for Matt, the cataphract is the
5,
top left,
6,
and then I
7,
think standing in front of that is an
8,
awesome.
7. So I got 7s.
And then
I
we've
believe
got
so.
we have the Protomech mess.
The 5 Protomex. Yep.
And I can't
Where's
tell
the Vindicator?
Vindicator, I think, is in the trees next to the Malik.
Yep.
There it is. Yep, I see it.
I got 2.
When are you guys gonna start streaming in 4K?
Is that a natty?
No.
Tornado number 2, number 1.
I'm actually working on. I've got a Raspberry Pi Zero.
Oh, you're
That
talking.
I went and bought the high def camera that will take
Come on. Can you put the
actual
Victorian and the
35 millimeter lenses to it, and it's a 12 megapixel camera. So I'm
Long range is short.
hoping to be able to start
We got this
getting.
one.
I got to get my basement sorted out so I can start doing some streaming here, and I've got a camera jib that I'm gonna 3D print
All it
that I
takes
can
is
put
2.
over the table, and yeah, I got all kinds of plans. I just gotta find time to get it
Rear
done.
shot. Yeah, I don't
All
know.
right, Sean.
I'm
So
shooting
when
here,
you said
here,
4K, I thought you
But I
meant
got
Warhammer
C3, so
4K
I got
and not
short range.
resolution
Well,
4K.
Plus it's rear shot.
Uh,
Well, but he's shooting at him.
Boo.
I
It
got
looks like he is.
puns all day.
Cooler this shot.
Looks like he's bringing some hate against the Minotaur. Is that the slow poke that's in the back there?
I believe so.
Short range 6, 7.
Come on, get 2. 1.
So he gets his short range because of
One.
Come
All
on!
the armor's gone.
Yeah, short range. He gets one hit. At short range, he gets one hit against the Minotaur.
Well,
He gets a short range because of the Nightshade that's sitting there in the back
Behind him.
of
Yep.
yeah, because of the C3i.
but he's got 7 skills.
Boy, it takes some anti-skill to be able to pull off only one hit
Nines,
at short range.
He needs
for rear
9s on a
shot.
0 star. Let's see what happens.
7, 8, 9, short range.
Let's see, Stranger 128 asks what's going on in Fargo. Chris Hesby might be good to answer this. Sounds to me like they're getting together at one of the game stores
7, 8.
there in Fargo. So maybe Chris, you can write a little synopsis of what you guys got planned.
Need an 8 or is it? It's a single dice, isn't it? Need 4, 5, or 6 for a rear shot with a 0 star. I missed it anyway. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm gonna call this game already. You know, round 2, and I think I'm gonna call this.
I think I lost that exchange.
Ooh, look at
Oh,
that.
we lost a
score
couple.
already.
A little bit of a trade off there. 3 proto-mechs down.
3 proto-mechs to 1 mech. I'll bet it's the same points.
What did he
don't
lose?
know.
Oh, he's got the Minotaur remaining. What's that other one there? Which one is remaining? Is that
It's
the...
probably the Gorgon, I think.
I'm guessing, yeah, it's got to be one of the Gorgons. So if he lost a Rock, a Centaur, and a Gorgon, what do we got here? We got
It's probably
15, 30, 40, that's
some.
40 points. That's 40 points versus the Diva's 39 points. That's 1 power value difference. That's quite the trade-off there. Almost point for point.
Fucking 4.
He rolled 2 4s to your 1 4.
You're correct, Tommy.
Man, the kids were all for not having school tomorrow, so I had to pull out the dad jokes. So I'm still in dad joke mode.
I'm going to go to my kids' school tomorrow.
Yay! I don't want to work.
But the one I'm going for might be sick overnight.
Maybe you have to stay home.
Maybe we'll have to stay home and watch cartoons all day. Oh, darn.
Man, wouldn't that just be a shame?
Darn!
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, well,
Eventually-
All right, what do we got here? So, I am seeing
are we double? Then it's the
1,
same.
2, 4 units
Matt
on.
controlling his home zone with a Cataphract.
The last turn.
The Cataphract has a weight of 3 versus the combined weight of 2 with the 2 Nightshades. So the home zone on Matt's side is controlled. Zone A has got Awesome and 2 Proto Mechs, and looks to me like the what is that? The Vindicator is also there, and also, well, the only one that's contesting for that would be, looks like the Malik, right, on the far side. So we've got that weight of 3 for the Malik, and the combined 1, 2, 3, 4,
Malik's a 1.
5, 6, 7, 8. The Malik's a 1.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
sorry, I was looking at his TMM. I was looking at his
He's a
TMM.
light.
Sorry.
The Vindicator beats his ass just standing next to him.
Right. Yeah, almost no contest there whatsoever. He's got a tremendous amount for Zone A there. So then we've got Zone B, pretty much occupied by just Coach's Seraph, looks like. And Coach's home zone looks like it's being puppy guarded by that Archangel, which will be hard to roust. In silence as we wait to see what happens next. Looks like we've got fan favorite Simon here right behind me coming to hang out.
Exactly.
White to light gray, medium gray, dark gray, and then red, random striker. Yep. And then green eyes.
Yep, that's what I got. The exact same.
Oh, poor Andrew. Pretty soon,
What's that?
You won't have any room in your garage for anything else but mechs.
Dude, I need to clean up. I have so much stuff.
I could come by with a couple totes. Matt says
I
he'll
might,
come by with a couple totes too.
I might be open to offloading a couple of. Give you guys some metal.
Andrew's talking about how he needs to clean out his house.
When do you want us?
My dad was here this weekend, and he was a little awestruck just by the sheer amount of shit I have. So.
School by 11. Should we just start heading out tonight?
I wish I could. I got work to do.
Where you going?
All right, Chris. So here's the question: can you buy more if you unload some more? is if you get somebody else to take away some metal or plastic, can you get more metal or plastic?
We're gonna move another one. How far is that indicator, bro?
10 J.
Because in that case, if Matt and I take some stuff away from Andrew, it just gives Andrew that much more space to get the newer stuff.
So, Sean, let's go over this here a minute. So, Matt has moved outside of his what we call deployment zone, the first 8 inches from his home edge.
Yep.
So, on the left-hand side of the screen there, in his first zone, he has an awesome, the Cataphract, Vindicator, and a Proto. But I think he's got to move the Vindicator yet.
That's correct.
Yep.
So that
Still
would
got to
give
move the
him
Vindicator.
that gives him a weight of
3, 4, 5, 6,
8,
7, 8, 9, 10.
Depending upon where the Vindicator goes, right?
Sure. If the Vindicator stays in zone A there, then it's going to be a weight of 10. Like.
So so this kind of works like domination, right? You're trying to get to 4 points.
Yep.
So for Matt, once he gets past his deployment zone, that first 8 inches, the next deployment zone, which is from 8 inches to center, is 1 point. And then when you go past center to the 8-inch mark, you'll see that down in the bottom right-hand corner, just to the right of the trees. That line extends all the way across the map. That's another zone. That scores 1 objective for Matt. And if he has the most weight in Aaron's deployment zone, the 8 inches to the end of the map on Aaron's side of the map, he scores 2 points, two objectives.
Which one has damage?
Right.
This one?
Yeah, we went over this. I think you were off the mic for a moment while I was going over the rules. You know what? I actually never finished the rules, though, because someone asked a question and I kind of got distracted. But yeah, you're correct. So looks like Matt is leaving his home zone uncontested, and Coach is going to be able to control that zone with just the Nightshade.
Now, that would be different, right, than what we have for most of the other objectives. Is for a helo or a VTOL to score, like in domination or capture the flag, it needs to be landed.
Oh, is his Nightshade not landed?
I do not think so.
Okay. Well, yeah, if it's not landed, then for sure it's not controlling anything.
Oh, come on.
That's what I would think. Coach still rolling bullets there.
I need a 7, 9.
Charles, turn around. Turn around.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Was he skill 5?
Yeah, so if that VTOL's not landed, then it is not contesting that Matt's home zone there.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to double check and make sure that we were going to continue to follow with the other rules that the other scenarios follow. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's just kind of a natural cost of taking a VTOL. You know, they have their pros and cons. The con is if it's going to do anything for an objective, it has to land.
I don't disagree with you at all. I like the fact that there are pros and cons to taking various different units. So, but I'm perfectly. I think it's fantastic that they have to land to take that objective.
For sure. I just was kind of assuming that he had landed it because
that's an easy thing for them to do, right?
Right, absolutely.
Because right now, if I'm looking correct, I think the Archangel is far enough ahead that he's in zone 1 for Aaron. Yes.
Maybe, I don't know. From I guess with my eyes, it kind of looks like he's on his home zone still. Because I can see both lines.
Ooh,
I can just barely see the other black line you got on the far side of the map.
So right now, Aaron's zone 1 would be open because that looks like there's the Vindicator. Right? Is that? Oh no, that's his Malik.
Yeah, that's his Malik.
He has 4 points to Matt's 1 with the Protomech in that zone right now.
Correct.
Okay.
What'd you guys get for objectives last turn?
We're still at 1.
It works just like domination. So it's not cumulative, if you will. You have to control 4 objectives to win it. So if Matt controlled his front one, the second one, and he had the most weight in Aaron's home edge, he'd have 4, and then he would win.
Gotcha.
Right. So yeah, we should probably finish off the rule set here. This is like the longest. I started like, I don't know, half an hour ago explaining the rules. But to finish the rule set, yeah, you're right. So if at any point in time somebody has 4 objective points, the game's over. So in order to be able to have 4 objective points, you got to be able to control your opponent's home zone and both of the center zones, as I've been calling them, Zone A and Zone B, just for easy reference. If that ever happens, game over. But at the end of the game, assuming you go to time and that hasn't happened, at the end of the game you determine how many objective points are controlled by either player. And if there is, like, for example, a tie, like if somebody's got 2 points, the other person's got 2 points, then the win goes to whoever has control of their opponent's home zone. And if there is a further tie there, then you go by points destroyed, and so on. The other typical tiebreakers that have been used in the other scenarios.
Nah.
I think that does it. Is there anything I missed?
You could definitely see 2/3 of them.
3, 4, cells.
I don't know if there's any rules that I missed, but I think that covers it.
I think you're pretty close. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still a work in progress. So.
Yep.
Yep, we're still testing it. So.
4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, so we're up to 7 viewers now.
With 4
Current viewers.
Look out.
We're busting through barriers, man.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tonight, 7 viewers. Tomorrow night, the world.
So structure. And then PA.
And the Vindicator, same target.
That's still on.
Dang it, Gideon, you got a song stuck in my head.
4, 5, 6, 7. 1.
Cock dice.
Okay, it's still 1.
That'll do it.
Very good call. I'm done. Okay. Wow. Let's see, we lost the other Gorgon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Woo. 1 Protomac left.
Wow.
All right, so who's all scoring?
You're
Are
counting.
we at the end of the round yet, or are they still shooting?
They're pulling dice off, movement dice off.
All right, so I guess it's the end of the round. So to me, looks like I'm assuming that VTOL is not landed, so that means nobody would have
But I'm
Matt's
wondering-
VTOL has
home
to be
zone.
landed.
VTOL is landed.
VTOL is
VTOL's
landed.
landed. Okay, I thought that's what you would do. Okay, VTOL's landed, which means it is controlling
All right, so
Matt's home zone. So that would be 2 objective points to coach,
Same.
and we've got
So he actually
Cataphract.
He has 3 points right now.
Yep, I would agree with that. So we got 2 points for Matt's home zone, 1 point for zone B, as I'm calling it.
Where the Malik is. Yep.
Yep, where the Malik is, and he's puppy guarding his home zone with the Archangel.
Oh,
And Matt's got a solid grip on zone A there with his awesome, his Cataphract, and his, well, geez,
That was a good round.
the Vindicators there and the Protomech. So there's no taking that one over.
He owns that.
I have 3.
That one is
3 to
resoundingly his.
And it's down here. I really wish they would change that.
So I'm printing more bunkers,
Okay,
Sean?
that sucks.
Yeah.
and I'm discovering something kind of interesting, that there is. So I've had an issue with when I'm curing them,
Uh-huh.
that above the door, right, there's a bunch of detail on the door.
Uh-huh.
Right above the door in one of the corners, there's like a pinhole opening.
Huh. Okay.
And on that same side, in the right-hand side, in the rock area, there's another pinhole. And what I'm finding out is tonight I just realized this, that as it prints, right, there's still liquid that ends up on the inside of the print.
Oh, uncured resin.
Uncured resin.
Okay.
But those pinholes, it leaks out.
Oh, that's clever.
So that's why it's not clever at all, because it's a pain in the ass to try and get it
Oh,
to cure without having with the detail that I want, because resin will seep through those holes or weep while it's curing.
Okay. Is your print meant for like the other type? I'm not.
It's not meant to do that at all. I don't know why that's happening. So I have not modified this stuff at all. So I'll have to talk with Dale and figure that out. But is your something that I noticed tonight.
Well, I'm sure that I am not an expert on 3D printing at all. But is your STML meant for some of the the resins that do not need to be cured? Maybe
26 minutes.
Where do you see that?
No. The model itself is just a model, right? It's not designed
and
for
that's
a
shown on
specific
YouTube too?
resin.
Okay.
I only use the
YouTube?
Elgu water washable resin for all of my printing stuff. It's the only one I've ever used, and that's the one I will only continue to use just because it's easier to clean. It's easier to work with.
Sure. Okay.
It plays havoc on your hands. Like if you don't wear gloves,
that's what I've heard.
It fucking tears your hands up. But just cleanup is so much easier. I do have. So I went and bought a. It was a $6 UV light for curing fingernail polish.
Okay.
And I built a little Lego stand to put that on.
Sweet.
And I was curing my stuff underneath that, and it was taking still forever. It just, the light wasn't concentrated enough. And a month ago, I got the bright idea. I took one of my wife's stainless steel mixing bowls and put the bowl over the top of it.
It's clever. Yeah, so you reflect all that light right back.
Well, now I'm reflecting all the light back, and it cures in like 15 minutes.
That's sweet.
Made
that
a
is sweet.
huge
That is really
difference. So instead of spending the 120 or 150 bucks for the Elgu cleaning curing box, that you can get, I spent $6 in a metal bowl and took care of it.
I bet you another way you could do that is just get a cardboard box and line it with some of that reflective tape. You can get it at Home Depot. Just put a bunch of tinfoil or just that reflective tape. You can get like rolls of highly reflective tape. I actually got some of that, during COVID shutdown and everything, and we had to do all sorts of crazy stuff at the clinic. The PPE stuff was so on short supply, so we pretty much had to ration out our N95 masks. We each had one, which we had to make last for like a week at a time. And in order to keep those from getting nasty, I built this UV box. I got just a cupboard from Home Depot, and I lined the crap out of it with the reflective tape. And I got these UV lights from online and taped them on. Just kind of screwed them into the inside of the box. And so the inside of that box is like this UV irradiation nuclear fallout zone, and it kills everything.
Cool.
Absolutely everything.
Cool.
And so that reflective tape works incredibly well. I bet you that would probably even speed up your light curing even quicker.
Might have to check that out. Yeah, I just I wanted to find a cheap way to do that. $6 wasn't much, so.
Sure. Well, yeah, you can't hardly beat that.
Short range, because I got C3 here.
All right, what do we got? We got a game going on here.
8 9s.
Hey, Aaron moved his big hitter up. Okay. You still need 9s at short range.
It's from the
Nightshade. Okay.
yeah.
Fuck!
That's close. You almost hit the 9.
Can't see what he rolled.
He rolled an 8.
9. And I rolled an 8. It would have for him to die. Oh.
It's even better. It almost hurts less than if you roll snake eyes on something like that rather than missing.
Oh, that sucks so
Excuse
much.
me, the monitor.
That's hilarious.
I got short range 0-star here.
He's still alive.
7, 8, 9s. Missed.
No go.
RNG.
What's he got left on him?
He's got 1 structure and 1 armor, 6 structure. We got a lot left. That's why I spread it out. He's losing damage, so or he's taking damage, so he's a good target.
That sucks.
Might as well just sprint it.
No, that doesn't.
Only those
suck.
guys were a skill 4.
Too bad they weren't a skill 4 or a skill 3.
No,
I'm
but
sure
I
there's
think-
people out there which can do all the advanced math to really figure out where that mathematical sweet spot is
Here.
for skill plus, a number of dice that you get to roll. I do not have the patience or mathematical fortitude to be able to figure that out.
I got 1.
Aaron's in trouble, right? I mean, he has
Oh yeah,
he
he's in
has
big
the
trouble.
Archangel and the Malik left, and
2 nightshades.
Matt's got
Yeah, the Nightshades. Yeah, I'm good.
well, the Nightshades are 0-star. I could care less what they are. And Matt's got his awesome Cataphract and Vindicator,
Right.
which are no joke. I mean, he'll probably lose the Protomech maybe this round.
Oh shit.
Protomech only has 1
I rolled
structure
10,
left.
so that would've hit.
If he puts effort into destroying that protomech all by itself, I think he's going to be wasting his rolls. That thing is not a threat either damage-wise or, weight-wise for scoring objectives. Like, you might be able to get a sneaky... I guess you could take the home zone. You could threaten the home zone on Coach's side,
Well, I shouldn't
but
say
that's
that.
about it.
C3I is.
Well, if
this point.
he's gonna put, if Matt's smart, he'll put the Vindicator in the home zone next round.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
5, 7 to hit.
Or that protomech if it survives.
Well, it's I think that's the Minotaur,
Focus on him.
so it can move 6 inches at most.
Oh, you're right. It's not going to make it there.
If that won't make it, so the Vindicator for sure. And if he has the Vindicator, he moves that into the. Let's just talk this out. If he moves the Vindicator into the home zone, and he moves his awesome awesome forward and the Cataphract back,
You don't have to.
he will probably have enough weight in each zone, depending upon what Aaron does with the Archangel. And if he's smart, he'll back up, put weight in the number 2 zone, or in his home zone, to prevent Matt from scoring 2. See,
Right.
this is where I like our scenarios in. You got to keep your head about you
3 structure left.
and
6.
pay attention to what's going on.
Right. You got to pay attention to the board.
And there's strategy and tactics involved here. So,
You roll 7.
6.
of course, I can say that because I'm not in the moment, right? But
Right?
I'm learning as I sit here and talk my way through it that, hey, you got to pay attention to that shit, right?
Right.
You keep rolling like this, huh?
Overheat as well.
Yeah, if you roll like Coach, it doesn't really matter what choices you make, honestly.
That is true.
Rolling like
That-
that,
I mean,
Aaron, you
that
might
is a
be the
true
one that's
statement.
Sitting right here next game.
Good God. Probably.
Good God.
I've got to take out a Vindicator and Awesome yet.
Alright, here it comes. 4.
Firing at the tampoon looking thing.
Well, say 4, 5. Is it? 5s. 1 hit.
Oh,
Lucky. 1 hit.
lucky.
So
Any of
here's
you guys ever put together a Deimos?
He sprinted, can't shoot.
I have 2. I have not put it together yet.
That is a fine looking mech, man.
You like that one?
Yeah, I'm putting together one right now while we're watching this. And it is a fine looking model.
how hard is it to put together though?
Not at all.
He got 1 damage on him. He's got 2 armor.
No, it's very straightforward. It's well designed. It's got big chunky pieces, and it's just a sweet looking mech.
That's fine. 9s.
How's everybody else doing on the chat there? Haven't heard anything for a little while.
I haven't had any comments on the chat for a while. How many people are watching?
6.
Oh, 7. I see 7.
1. Okay. 2.
How come you didn't destroy that proto mech?
That's all my shooting.
I should have.
It's not much of a threat. I guess I wouldn't be targeting that guy right now.
Oh, cock down.
I'd be trying to take out his assault.
5.
Or the cataphract, if nothing else.
Holy shit! Coach won on initiative.
All
right, points.
Objectives?
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, for all those that are
Left 4,
maybe
5,
watching later,
so you
thanks
gain
for
this one.
He's not
weighing
gonna-
in on Rubble on the River for
Yeah,
April
so it's
23rd.
2-2.
We
2-2?
got,
Yep.
looks like we got 7 confirmed individuals right now from
1 and 1.
a post that I put up 2 hours ago. So
Nice.
it'll be,
You got 1
I
here,
know
1
there's
here,
quite a
I
few
count
folks
that.
there that haven't weighed in yet. So I'm hoping that we'll push
That was a hell of a
15 or
gamble.
16 people there. It would
Then
be
you're
awesome
home,
if we had 20.
but definitely
And-
loading up the middle.
Start having to worry about space every time we're going to run a 350. That would be
No, I'm not.
spectacular.
I'm saying like.
It's kind of like the.
Yeah, I hope a lot of people show up to that one.
strategy is to get to one side.
Stranger1028 says, "Is the Archangel the only thing Coach has left?" No,
He has a
Coach
Malik.
has got a Malik still. That is in the top center right of the screen, kind of behind the watch right
If you
now.
want to, you can just right click
Um,
down there.
And he's got 2 Nightshades, right? Isn't there still 2 Nightshades on the? Yep, still 2 Nightshades. So he's got 4 units left.
Oh, in the black.
God,
There he goes. Matt's doing what he's
There,
supposed
he's
to.
making his power move. Good job, Matt.
There we go. Nice job, Matt.
Chris Hesby says, "Need to cancel some of the weddings.
Boy,
More
you
of these
ain't
people can
kidding
show
there,
up to
Chris.
Rebel in the Weber." Yeah, too many people getting married these days. It's ridiculous.
Aaron always finds a reason to fucking bail on a wedding. He's did that at Gen Con one year. He's doing it again this time. You know,
everybody on the
You-
chat saying that you need
get-
to stop going to weddings.
you gotta have priorities.
No. They say they need to cancel the weddings. They say
Gotta
the
have
weddings need to
priorities.
stop, not him going. to them.
Cancel the weddings. You need to find a way for them to get canceled.
You need to break those couples
Tommy.
up.
Tommy, you just need to tell him he needs to find his fucking priorities.
Andrew's giving some pretty heavy shade on priorities.
I still own this. 2 to 1.
Okay, so what do we got? We got a little contest going for Coach's Home Zone here. We've got a Vindicator versus a Malik,
Look
right?
at Matt. Look at Matt making the rush. Will he make it? Ooh, that's close.
We didn't think this guy was
Had to go get the laser pointer.
Oh, by the way, 15 minutes left. Aaron says it's Ty's wedding. I don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure he does.
That's his golf buddy. I mean, I get it, but I still got to give him shit
Should get a
about it.
second sprint.
I'm pretty sure he could smell it. Right? You can smell the shit that everybody's
Chris,
giving you.
Hesby, marriage is punishment for shoplifting in some countries.
That's terrible. That's funny as shit, though.
Man. That's funny. That's funny, dude.
Chris Esby says marriage is punishment for shoplifting in some countries.
That's right. Focus on him.
Is Coach going to land that bitch?
I think he's gonna have to. I don't think he has a choice.
I was just going to think. He might have to, right?
Nope.
Yeah, this is
put
a
his-
make or break moment here.
He put his dice down and it says 1. Nope, it says 4. He's at level
I got
4.
1 left after this.
Really?
I've got 1, 2.
Okay, that makes sense. Move on.
All right, so what do you got? An Awesome versus an Archangel. Wait, no, Awesome and a Protomech
He better back
versus
the
an
fuck.
Archangel.
6 inches.
Of course, Matt does not have. If Matt backs that Protomech up behind the hill,
Or excuse me,
Yeah.
9. You can sprint 9.
he'll have it 1. Yeah. Oh no, he won't have that zone because the Archangel didn't move back far enough.
Nope.
Oh,
Yep.
Matt, move backwards behind the hill. Backwards behind the hill. Don't do that. No. Oh. Matt, objectives. Tommy, yell at Matt. Tell him
I
objectives.
can't.
No, don't interfere with the
can't.
game, man. Don't interfere with the game.
Objectives.
This will make for conversation material after the fact, the after battle report. He's looking for that sweet short range.
Oh, you gotta get.
Getting you in that stupid song again.
Charles, turn around.
2 inches into the woods. Is that what you're going for?
3 inches.
Hitmen are cheaper than divorce sometimes. You're probably not wrong.
I wouldn't know where to source a hitman. I don't know about you guys.
Not only that, but if you were the FBI, we're
I
listening.
know, but I wonder if they have
Wolfnet Radio does not condone or sponsor violence in any true form. Only fictional violence.
There you go. Well said. Well said.
No face slapping here. Too soon?
Nope.
infantry.
Nope. You know what? I saw like the best meme ever was somebody said we can now start phasing this one out, and it was the Batman slap to Robin.
Yeah.
Man, that one made me laugh hard. I was like, ooh, that's a pretty good one. That's pretty good one.
If only we had a video feed from behind where you could see Will Smith's face, and then you have the same perspective as that Batman meme.
No, that stays.
Why? You got nothing there.
I
You're
don't
not
know.
holding it.
You have to hold it?
Yeah! What do you think
Dice are down. Dice are down.
Whoa! That's why I said go there. Go there.
You
Don't
have
stay
to hold
here.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you get to shoot first.
All right, Gideon. Looks like
That stays.
Wait.
Matt did
Or
some
is it contesting?
I don't know.
some techniques,
that's
some
you know,
head games.
It's an interesting
No.
question.
holding
You know,
or
the whole
contesting?
slap thing.
Do I have to hold
All right,
it?
so there's a question on the board.
Ask the field marshal.
All right, do you have to hold the area, or once you take it, it's yours?
Without units present.
You have to hold the area.
You have to hold the area. So if you leave the area, and there's nothing
You don't
there,
get it, okay.
the thing gets taken
Yep.
away.
It's not like domination where if you have had it, it's yours until someone else takes it. This one you do have to hold the area.
Take him over there. Take him over there.
I might have just lost me the game. We'll
Well,
see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You'll for sure get one there.
Chris Hesby asks,
Yeah.
Sean Vegas question mark?
But you'll lose that.
You bet if that is happening, I'm going to be there. You bet.
It's the fucking double.
That is not something I'm going to miss.
Your shoot.
Praying you're gonna move.
Yep, you're right, Gideon. He's going to learn that drop and drink.
What's he got left?
Coach doesn't read the rules. He makes his own rules.
One armor, two structure.
Into it.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6.
When is the Las Vegas Open, anyways?
January 2023. I think it's the third
Ah.
weekend. I'm not 100%, but I know it's January 2023.
It was good to know.
And-
That was good to know.
We're not set to go yet.
Right, not confirmed yet.
I submitted to run. I have not gotten confirmation that we are good to go yet.
Okay.
MP. Ouch.
But I'm
Yeah, if that happens, I don't think I'm going to be missing that on any level.
Is
Any level.
that? Please say this. Beating.
Well, you will. When I talked with Aaron about it, he's like, I said, you do realize that we got to drive out there, right? He kind of gave me the look like, what? And I'm like, if we're running a 48-man tournament, because that's what I said I could do for a max, we got to haul, or we got to get that much terrain to Vegas.
That's a pile, man.
So that's filling the back of the truck with terrain to get there. So I'll leave here.
You better
pick
start
those up.
making terrain now.
Oh, we can easily get that done. Aaron found some interesting power tools that will give us interesting textures on the sides of the hills and things like that.
Okay.
So getting the terrain built now isn't so much.
Well, no.
I will say they don't take the level of care and preparation that I do with the frontline mats that I have. A lot of my stuff is way more custom.
Sure.
But we can get the terrain built easy enough by that time frame.
Okay.
One. Both crit. It was on account.
Maybe I'll
Yeah,
see
if
if I
that
can.
happens,
Crit.
I got a new.
that happens.
I got
I'm
a-
not going to miss it.
After the red hills that I built for the Florida trip, I bought when I got back. I bought a Mars mat.
Nice.
So I've got some interesting ideas for a Martian terrain board.
7.
I bought a new lava board as well, so my lava terrain can be used still. And I need to finish the city one, which I've got some I got some really big buildings coming out now, so I should have everything done by January. Some of that stuff will make a debut at Rumble.
It looks like some issues over there in Coach's land. If anybody has some dice that he can borrow, if anybody has some dice for him, he would gladly trade it out.
5, 6, 7.
1, 2,
1,
3.
2,
He's dead.
3. Good lord, just fair. 4, 3, and a 5.
Cataphract?
That might save you.
I don't think so.
That might save you.
Did the cataphract die?
The cataphract just went down?
Dead.
That might save you.
Everyone else shot.
This guy's gone. There goes.
Okay, cataphract down.
That might do it.
That doesn't save him though.
No,
That doesn't save him because the helo isn't landed, and the Vindicator.
The helo's not landed.
The helo's not
Right.
landed.
Vindicator wears
Oh, you're not landed.
I am shocked he didn't land that
Green takes 2.
helo.
So Matt has
Move this here. I take
Matt has
1 here. God,
2.
This is like a cat and mouse game.
Aaron
Matt has
3 to 1 right now.
3.
5 here, which
No.
makes this one.
Oh,
Well, he's
yeah,
got an awesome and a.
You got 3, I got 1.
Archangel. And the
No,
Proto.
he's got awesome and a
Right.
proto mech versus the Archangel, so
Right.
it's 5 to 4. So he's got that second zone there, or that third zone rather.
It's 3. It's 3 to 1.
Yep, 3 to 1. Is the other VTOL landed?
No, so Matt controls Aaron's home edge
Uh-huh.
and the one
There
just
you
to the
go.
left of
You're
that.
too bad.
So he has a score of 3.
5 minutes.
I have to.
Aaron just moved back and landed now, so now he's got his 2.
Yep.
So this is again, it'll be interesting because that proto mech is going to cause him problems. I think
6 total.
if Matt is smart,
5, 6,
he'll bury that proto in the trees so that you can't see him.
I gotta hold that.
Yeah, I don't think he's got anything that can destroy that awesome this turn. I don't know. Of course, I don't know how much damage it's taken, but I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna guess it hasn't taken much.
See, no,
Ah,
I'm not
what's
sure
that all
I'd have
about?
done that. I don't know if I'd have done that.
Interesting.
I'd tell you guys what I thought, but that would give insight to these guys. So
Like I said, I would bury that proto mech in the trees.
Well, proto mech hasn't moved yet.
Well, right.
But yeah, I agree. I would have done that. I probably wouldn't have moved that awesome into the home zone.
No, I would
because-
not. I would have kept him in the zone that he was in.
Well, I guess his thought though might be because the Archangel has not moved yet. He might just choose to move that Archangel into his home zone and take it. But if that awesome is already there, there's no taking it. You know, doesn't
So-
matter what.
I have a question. So if the size evens out,
It's a push.
It's a push.
It's a push.
so
Nobody's got it.
Nobody's got it. Okay.
Yep. So I guess if Coach does what he just did and then lands his other VTOL, it's going to be 4, 5, 6
Right now, we're
versus 4, 5, 6.
time and mass.
Time and math.
Right, but
And what's going
again-
to happen? Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Do you see what's
We're looking at
happening?
Time yet too? We're looking at time
Right.
yet too, and
Yep.
I don't think.
This is what Matt has to do now.
Last
You know I
round.
can
Is to move Protomech into
Last round.
Coach's
This
home
is the
zone.
Last round.
Otherwise, Coach wins.
I was seeing time. That's right. Now, can he make it though? Because do protos have the +1 to move through trees, or do they move through trees like infantry?
Let me look that up real quick. I got the rule book right here.
Because if he
Remember, if
doesn't,
there's 6
Good.
inches of
Then-
trees, you can't see each other.
Infantry units reduce move cost by 1. It's just infantry. Nope. He's got to pay. He's got to pay to move through trees with the proto.
okay, but I think the Minotaur has a jump, so I think he has a jump of 6. It's just whether he can actually reach it or
Oh.
not.
Minotaur. Is that the Minotaur still?
I think so.
Yep, it does have a jump.
I don't know
Wow,
if he-
Coach
I don't know
might
if-
have taken this.
I don't know if he has enough to make it though.
I can't sprint jump it.
Coach might have just very cleverly pulled this one off. This is going to be interesting.
Make it over here no matter what.
Tommy, make sure that Matt is aware that he has to pay the extra inch for the proto to get out of the trees if he sprints.
Remember, you have to pay the extra inch to get out of the trees.
Right.
Okay,
That's
he's
why
aware.
I can't make it. I just have to jump and be short.
You can't sprint at 9. You can't make it in 9 inches. I mean, if you sprinted that guy,
I will jump.
wouldn't it have 9 inches of move?
8 inches, count because he's got to come
Well,
out.
yeah.
Of the
I
tree.
mean, oh, there's no way.
He can't get there. If he
Not
sprinted
that route.
straight, he could get there. You know, took the 1
You could-
inch
Yeah,
to
but
go
if
out
you
of the tree
sprint-
and then went right
Oh,
toward
Even
snap.
when I sprint coming out of the trees, I'll be at 8 and I can't make it to the line. I've already measured.
Wow, coach might have just really cleverly taken this one.
And let's see, he's got one TMM plus he's jumping, so he'll have 2 total.
See, this is neat because clearly Matt had the upper hand with his units and the damage that he can deal, and certainly just the position and whatnot. But with a very clever move, coach has suddenly put Matt very much at disadvantage. And honestly, geez Louise, look at this. It's going to be 3-0 or 3-1, 3-1 at the end of this round. It's going to switch. Coach is going to have 3.
Well, he
And
may
Matt's gonna
given-
have
This is
one.
very chess-like
He may-
scenario.
He may have given up.
there are
He may have
locations
given
you
up
have to be
the
in.
home edge, but he just by moving the helicopter out, he gained an extra point. So he will win if Matt is unable to destroy the Archangel or the
Uh-huh.
Malik.
You have 5. I'll own this.
Because if he moves the Malik into his zone A,
So
the Proto and the Malik will push.
I'm going to
Right? So if he can move the Malik into his zone A and the Archangel can take out the Proto,
He's a 7.
he will have scored 4 to Matt's 2.
Enough to still stay within the
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I sure do. I sure do.
can I get behind?
Dude, I'm kind of digging this scenario more and more.
I am too. This
There's-
was very much a turnaround. It
There's a-
really
there's
looked
a
like
lot
Matt
of-
had it for a long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting shit happening.
Yes, I can.
There's no way. I mean, I don't. Tommy, do you're there on site, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How much damage has the Archangel taken?
And hopefully you miss
Turn
Hold
the
on.
fucker to the back.
edge war. Woo! Hopefully I should.
Ooh, that's a sprint. Aaron, don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Move across the line. Is he across the line?
No.
He isn't.
This
He
is
isn't.
very
Oh,
nine,
There's only
No.
there's only 2 damage on it.
This is very
Yeah, that Archangel isn't going anywhere. There's no way.
Yeah, but still, he could have moved. He could have moved further,
when you
Right.
and
Yep.
it would have been a lock.
hmm
Okay. Oh, you shoot first.
Okay,
Uh,
I can shoot one.
I think Coach still has it though. I mean,
Big pig over there with what, 2, 4.
well, I guess we'll
4,
see.
5, 6. I jump 7 tree. No, I intervened.
It could be 3-3 at the end of this. If he's not able to eliminate that protomech for whatever reason, it could be 3-3, and then it just comes down to points destroyed.
Nothing. There you go. Rest sprinted.
Points are counted up at the end. That's right, Squid.
One.
Stranger 1028. Wait, so points only count at the end? That's only if you end up going to time. If either one of them
This doesn't count.
had been able to secure 4 objective points at the end of any round, the game would have been over at that point in time.
You'll have 3.
Once it goes to end of time, then you count up whatever objective points you do have, and then there's a series of tiebreakers. So the first tiebreaker is if only one of the players has control of their opponent's home zone. That's the first tiebreaker. If both people, like it looks like it may be at this end of this round, if both people have control of the opponent's home zone, then the next tiebreaker is going to be points destroyed.
1 armor left. Page structure.
And
8.
if it comes down to that, I'm going to suspect, I haven't done the math yet, but I'm going to suspect that coach has destroyed more points.
Hey,
Long range right
You
to
do?
one.
Okay.
Because a lot of his points are sunk in that Archangel. That Archangel's pretty expensive.
I was gonna say.
I got 8s to hit from this guy too.
Nice. Got it.
That hit.
One. All there
Oh, it's a 0-star. He's got to roll again.
Wait, is that
It's
Not at long range.
Zero-
Not at medium and long range. Not
Oh,
at,
it
that's only a short range. He's got 1 at medium and long.
Okay, I got 4, 5. You got 4, 5, 6 in here. So you keep this 2. You keep this 1. I had 2 back there.
And 1. Yep. So it's 3 to
So it's 3 to 3.
All right, count the MOV.
Yep.
Oh yeah, go ahead and just point out to them, Tommy. Point out to them that because they both have control of their opponent's end zones, that's the first tiebreaker, and they already match on that.
If you're at half structure, you're crippled.
All right, so they said that if you guys would have tied and you guys, whoever had the other guy's home end zone, pretty much would have won it. But since you guys both have it, it's still a tie.
Yep. That's the only one.
And then it goes on to points destroyed.
Points destroyed.
I do. Hey, Tommy, tell them not to remove any pieces from the board. Leave everything
Correct.
where it's at.
Andrew requests not to move pieces from board.
Check.
Stranger, you do not gain points. Correct. Yeah, this is not like domination where you can. Once you have an objective, you control it until someone else takes it from you. This one is different. You have to constantly be in control of the zone, otherwise you don't have it. So the 4 objective points, or whatever objective points, are either scored at the end of the game if you run out of time, or there is an instant death if you have 4 at once. So if either of them had their opponent's home zone and the other 2 center zones, then that would have been 4 objective points and an instant win. All right, what happened? What happened? I missed it.
All right, somebody else has to say that.
Dude!
You won by 3 points.
Because 16, he's half because he's only got 1 structure left. So he's 14 and he's 54 is 100 points.
So, yeah, we counted up
So
leftover.
100 minus 200 is 100.
Because I was at a solid 200.
103 minus 200
It's 97.
97. Wait. You
Both of
have
them were at
100
exactly 200 points.
You were at 200 points exactly.
Yeah.
So was I. So,
Oh, who?
but it goes by points destroyed, right?
Correct.
Well, you both push on objective points, so yes.
So I have 97 points, or you killed 97 points of mine.
And you killed 100.
Yep.
Of
Yes.
yours.
So I lost by 3 fucking points.
Aaron lost by 3 points.
MOV.
3 points.
I can't fucking win on 3.
I just made my
3 points.
Hey, we had at the last tournament we had
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know.
2
I think we should go
rampage
against
games
the
that were decided
Protomax.
by 4 bunker points.
We don't
Yeah.
have a lot of Protomac footage.
Yeah.
So, is there any way, Aaron? I want to talk to Aaron a minute.
Check. Yeah, we didn't get a castle tonight, but there'll be another chance. We'll run some more Protomax later on. Here you go.
I should have moved him here.
Hey, your cousin wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I should have
Let's
moved
talk
him
about
there.
you.
I should have moved him there. I know. I should have moved him there. Let me
Coach,
try-
we saw you make that blunder. We saw you make that blunder, and
Aaron, you should have moved the Malik into the next zone and
I-
destroyed the Proto, and you would have won.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see it?
I see it now.
It's hey, I tell you what, sitting here watching the game and being able to comment on it, this like you said earlier, this is chess, man.
Dude, it
Towards the end of it, it was chess.
It is insane.
It's tough.
See, and if Matt was
When you
smart,
think you're killing a bunch of stuff, and that's
instead
good,
of
doesn't
putting
mean
the
that if
Proto
you're
where
out
he
of
did
position,
there,
you're screwed.
I would have buried him in the trees.
And not have him get.
Not have him be able to shoot or anything. He's just
Good game.
holding the zone
I
at
thought
that
I was
point.
gonna get waxed.
So they were saying what I should have done is moved the Malik into the next zone and shot here and killed him, which you should have like buried him in the trees.
Easy to get this guy over there.
Well, you know, and like last game, right? I didn't have a goalkeeper.
Well, I don't either. You
I know you didn't, but
Because I'm pushing you this way.
yeah, it's
Because you ran your frontline guy.
he's saying basically like because the last game I didn't have a goalkeeper and I got screwed, and I mean I still got screwed, but you were just like, well, I'll give you that. But you moved,
dude. I was really impressed. I'm actually really impressed with what the VTOLs were able to do.
Attack phase.
I did not think that they would be
I knew I needed that 2 points.
what they are to this game.
Even if you lose, as long as you
They got a lot of flexibility with that mobility.
what they're saying is
Yeah.
basically
You can drop them places where you don't expect.
Protomechs for Overrun
yeah.
are very good.
Very good. Because you can spread them out.
Well,
You
and
can do 1, 1, and 2, or however you can do 2, 2, and 1.
yeah, it
You can spread them out.
and
Rotors are no joke in this game, dude.
it is like what we talk about Protomechs, right? They're the flies that you swat away, which you should be ignoring.
I mean, you easily killed them.
Right.
There's too many.
But they affect. I mean, they took out the Seraph.
Well, it's because you focused on them.
Well, I mean, but the Seraph went. I mean, when the Seraph went down, I was like, oh shit.
That was lucky.
Well, and you fired your
hey.
entire unit at them.
For 2 turns.
Sean, do you think that we could get the rules written up
that was a
and
lucky
tighten
crit.
this thing up
Very lucky.
enough where maybe at Rumble on the River I can run it
You bet.
as
Actually,
an
that was
extended
3 crits,
test?
'cause it was 2 engine hits.
You bet. Absolutely.
Because I think we're to that point. I'm not willing because I have a feeling that a lot of the Rumble on the River guys are going to
So
be
those 2 engine hits on your Seraph. I
are
think
going to be
took them out.
not veterans, but they will have played before.
Uh-huh.
Where I would feel comfortable putting this in front of them to get
Ah,
there.
that would make me sad not to be at its debut.
I'm sorry, dude, but
Just get rid of these wild
after they've played this twice, you and I have played it. I think this has some potential, dude, and I'd like to get a wider audience to look at it.
You bet. You bet. Yeah, I think you should do it. Absolutely, yes. I feel like this game brings enough difference to the tournament scene from the other scenarios, and most importantly, gives you another reason to bring those big ol' assaults.
And I like the fact that I like, and I'm going to give you kudos here because you also gave us the rule change for how we scored King of the Hill, which opened the game, which opened King of the Hill up to more tactics versus just a dogpile scenario.
Sure.
This scenario is very much that again, where there's a lot of things at play here that you have to continually be adapting to on your available units from round to round.
You bet.
So
Yeah, I think it makes for an interesting game start to finish. There's just always something to pay attention to, always something that you got to be watchful for, and the colossal missed opportunities, which are so obvious to people watching, but when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't necessarily see it if you're not paying, if you just don't.
Yeah,
pay attention.
again, this is one of those deals where, you know, taking a deep breath at the start of each round and just taking a good survey and reminding yourself the rules of the scenario and what are the objectives. That gotta keep that in mind.
I'll let Matt the winner give his little battle report.
Use quotation mark. Slapped him just like Will Smith.
Hey, before we get to the battle report, Stranger1028 says, to be honest, he's not liking this one. I would love to hear some feedback, kind of maybe what you're liking or not liking. So maybe while Matt's talking about his battle report, maybe you can type something up and maybe share some of the things that you don't like about it.
To be honest, I'm not liking this one.
Well, yep. So we've heard comments like that before, but you have to actually give evidence to run that statement against all of ours who like it. So
Well,
but we appreciate the feedback. If you don't like it, that's cool.
I'm gonna go with
No, why?
Like, you have to give reasons. So if we could change it to more of your liking, then we can improve it so that everybody might like it.
Well, I don't know how you would change it. I mean, one of our big things was we wanted this scenario to bring heavy stuff. You know, the size point value matters.
I feel that if this was going to be some type of real scenario in life, in a battlefield, it's basically like a holding action. You have to stay alive on the field, and you have to hold positions.
And you got to take your position.
You want to do some damage and get rid of the enemy, but you're waiting for reinforcements.
It's very much, you know, the middle area is where that pushing happens.
Like stand your ground.
Yeah, hold the line kind of a thing.
Hold the line.
And unfortunately, I always tend to cave way too early and play defensive, and you always go, you know, screw it. He's got a helicopter in my home zone. I don't need 4 points. I need 3.
Good point.
And
what if next time one of us plays defensively instead?
Well, it's just naturally my playstyle and naturally your playstyle. That's why it always.
And I didn't take Jump Strong. I didn't take.
Right.
I had 2 ECM units, the Cataphract and the Vindicator. I had 1 Assault, 1 Heavy, 1 Medium, and then 5. I think the Protomechs did more distraction on you, but also did some critical damage up close at that on your Seraph.
I would say the reason I like this scenario over. I mean, we came up with like what 5 different options.
Yeah,
5 or 6 different options. The reason I like this now, you playing Protomechs on this one, because Protomechs generally don't contribute a lot to some of the other scenarios. Now, granted, I don't think a lot of people have played. They could.
We've only seen like a few people play Protomechs, like Raymond.
Right, and not to their full extent. But this one, I can see where, like bunkers,
scoring King of the
where
Hill.
infantry really, you know, shine in that one. This is where Protomechs can shine a lot.
And Andrew bringing up, maybe Protomechs should score on King of the Hill, where they would benefit from another, but it would also be another fast possibility on King of the Hill.
Hold on, I feel like that rule's flip flopped a couple
And
times.
I want to.
It has.
Do Protomechs currently score on King of the Hill or not?
Pull this
No.
up so I can.
No, they do not.
But we
No,
really,
they do not.
we
Okay.
really do need to ask that question again and verify whether it's a good idea or not, or just switch it again. So
You know what,
it's a good topic.
Tommy?
We need to confirm it to keep it that way or not. But it's tough that we would have certain things score and then not score in different scenarios. It'd be nice.
It seems to me like the simplest possible answer to make the least confusion in a tournament setting is to have the same overall rule set as who scores and who does not score.
Agreed.
And just stick with it for every scenario.
Agreed.
And would it hurt us to have Protomech scoring King of the Hill that much?
No.
You know, as long
fine.
as everybody is playing by the same set, I think it's fine. You know, everybody's got the same set of rules.
Yeah.
And really, would we be sad to see a lot of people bringing Protomechs? And if one people has the option of running Protomechs down the field, and everybody's got the option of running Protomechs, I think that'd be tremendous fun.
So, Tommy, Aaron, do you guys think that Protomech should count in King of the Hill for size?
Does it have a size modifier?
No, it'd just be
It
one.
has a size modifier of 1.
Yeah,
It-
then yes.
It would just be.
Well,
I feel if it has a size modifier, it should at least be counted.
Okay. So you're for it?
Yep.
What do you think?
I'm a no.
So
You're a no on King of the Hill with
Right.
Protomechs?
We'd have to play it.
This
Stranger,
one,
we'll get to your
this
response here in a little
one-
bit.
I don't. What?
So, the other thing I want to talk about Stranger's comment, but the other thing that I do want to talk about
Chat.
Oh,
is Aaron's taking skill 5 mechs with C3,
Okay, so
and it being a viable
turtly.
and I think
Hold on,
interesting
I gotta go. Okay.
tactic.
Say that again.
Aaron,
Andrew.
I'm gonna I'm going to repeat what I just said. And
Okay.
one thing that I do want to cover is I'm kind of impressed with the skill 5 C3 list.
That was pretty impressive.
It went a lot better than I thought it would.
C3I.
So I was super bummed because I painted all these beautiful mechs, and as I'm trying to make my 200s, which everyone should do, I was very disappointed in the amount of units that I could field. And I'm like, this sucks. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. If I have C3I and I should have a unit in short range, I can effectively
Negate 2.
go to a 1 modifier instead of a 2 for medium range, because most battles happen at medium range. So I was like, well, what happens if I just turn everything up to 5? And I was like, oh,
More units.
that opened up a
That
whole
seemed like that worked out pretty well.
whole
It
bag
was
of
really
tricks.
effective.
And you're getting 60-point mechs down to 54 and 52 to 46 and 36 to 31. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but once you start adding them up into your 200s, it really does make a huge... I can take 2 Nightshades now instead of 1.
And it didn't really overpower the battle either.
No.
That's what I was glad about, too.
Get this fucking cord out of my way. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I thought I was going to get screwed.
You always think that.
With me, the pessimist. So, but no, I was really happy with how bumping those up to 5. Yes, would 6s and 7s be better than 7s and 8s? Sure, but I wouldn't have that many units to fire with. I couldn't bring what I wanted.
I honestly don't know how. I don't think that you would have done as well on skill 4 pilots, because you would not have had enough units on the table to counter the Protos.
Absolutely not. Nope.
For sure.
So let's get into Stranger's comment.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's address this here.
He's not a fan, and he makes the comment here. He says it feels, and I think I'm saying this right, turtly.
Turtly. I like that.
Turtledly.
What?
Turtledly.
Turtledly.
You a little into your zone and the next zone and destroy anything that gets close.
Turtly?
He doesn't feel like it's...
What was it?
In other game types, you have to actually stop your opponent from scoring.
Well, I wanted to comment on that one there. I mean, the way that you actively stop your opponent from scoring in this case is getting your mechs into those zones and out-competing for them weight-wise and being able to control the field in that manner.
While shooting.
I think the kind of the keys to playing this scenario well is eliminating the right unit in your opponent's field and positioning your units in the correct position. So it's not that you have to destroy everything; you just have to destroy the right thing.
If I tried to cast and play
The right
complete
things.
defense, I don't think it would work that well.
So, from playing Overrun twice now, and you can go back and again watch both my games. I instantly, cave and go into defense mode.
You go defense very quickly.
And obviously that doesn't work.
Because you don't get that 2 points at the opponent's far end.
And so what happens is you go defense mode, and then by the time if you're going to sit up there and you're going to just go straight, like, okay, I'm going to take the first zone, and then I'm just going to kill everything that comes across the line. Either one, your opponent's going to notice that, and they have brought a list that has fast stuff that's going to get behind you. And then I can tell you, the minute something gets behind you, your whole strategy falls apart, because now you have to start either edging,
Unless you're fast.
or you have to come back, or you have to do this, where I am noticing, again, the main goal of all of our scenarios is to have an offense and a defense. You don't pick one or the other. So you have to cover both areas with your list, so that a well-rounded list is going to be able to exploit both of those abilities. If you go straight offense, sure, you're going to get to your other opponent's home side, but you're going to leave nothing behind. If you straight up turtle, all it takes is is for them to jump behind you and make you spend one turn trying to try to shoot this TMM 4 or 5 unit, and then the rest of the unit just comes in from behind. And it's
personally, I'm going to be really curious for this one when you take a look at the SM1 tank or the Citizen. When you have something that's moving 18 inches and deals 4 damage at medium range, I have a feeling those units are going to be interesting. I don't think that they'll win this scenario, but to your point, those are units that you can't disregard.
So one point to Stranger's comment here is also remember that this is also in a tournament setting, right? So the goal is to score as many objectives as you can. If you turtle, you're going to score 1 objective. Well, that could screw you out of top place.
You're going to score no objectives.
No objectives.
Right.
You're going to have 0 objectives by controlling your home zone. At the end of the game, if all you got is your home zone, you got 0 objectives.
Right. And what he's saying is if I just move 1 zone up and I protect that zone, right? That's fine.
Sure.
You could win the game, but you're going to end up with 1 objective. Well, there's a big difference between scoring 1 objective and your other top 4 or top 5 opponents. They score 2 or 3, they're going to leapfrog you. So, again, I'm going to go with, but you don't score until the end. Right. But again, if you kill everyone, it's the no op. So you're only going to, oh, that's right. You don't have no op in here, do you?
Yeah, the no op is across all scenarios.
Okay, because I
that
thought
works across all scenarios, dude.
I thought originally Sean says the no op doesn't count in this one.
No,
No, I never said that.
that is a thing that is across all scenarios. That is a global rule.
Okay, so in this case, in the last game you just watched, Matt and I both scored 3 objectives. And if you're going to turtle and just kill everything, right? You're going to control 1 area and you kill everything, you'll get 1 objective. That's 2. So it's not that big of a deal, but it could pull you down in the rankings. And if it's the last round before the cut and you're like, I'm just going to turtle, that could cost you a top cut.
You're not going to win.
And that is, that's something that, I mean, these Thursday night fights are fantastic in showing different things, but that is something that everyone needs to keep in mind and that we need to keep saying on these shows is this is just one of potentially 6 scenarios in a tournament that you need to have an answer for. That, yeah, while this scenario being played looks like you can key to it, like all things in Thursday Night Fight, right? I can build a 200 list that will rule any scenario that's being played. It's the fact that you have to have an army that can handle all 6, potentially 6 scenarios.
Thank you, Charles. I did score 3 objectives. I was pretty happy with that and lost by 3 MOV. Sucked so
That's the narrowest margin of win I've ever seen.
It is the narrowest. The previous was 4 damage points against a bunker last tournament.
You're talking about, was that the game that I played against, who did I play bunkers with? Oh, that was Zenna.
That was at EverCon. That was at EverCon.
Wasn't that EverCon? That was the game I played with Zenna, and we had a difference of 4 damage against bunkers. It was that close,
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, close games.
But the thing I'm going to toot a horn a little bit, our rules and how we score is working.
All right, let's put this baby to Battletech International and see what happens.
So Stranger's pointing and says, to be fair, Gideon says, to be fair, Coach did score 3 objectives last turn.
Have some fun.
And Stranger says,
We're gonna have some
my
fun with
point
this.
there.
This one took a
Meaning
little while for me to create, so.
what?
I think you're gonna have one.
Stranger,
Oh,
are you on
okay.
Discord?
No.
Are you on Discord? Put your handle on, because I'm gonna get you on the show.
Ooh, there we go.
So you can
Good call.
so you can talk about this.
Good
Put your handle
call.
on Discord, and I'm gonna get you added. So
Oh wow.
let's make this happen.
I'm very positive that Stranger is on our Discord. So,
If you want to. I don't want to
Well,
put you.
yeah, I don't want to put you on the spot, but it'd be very,
That's a good question though.
it'd be very.
Because right now this is the top scenario for number 6.
Ooh, tree, look at you. You're trying to go from tree to tree, then little tree.
Oh, it's squid.
Oh, it's of course I didn't like him. It's Squid.
That's fine.
Oh, of course pull him on.
That's cool. Yeah.
I gotta find him.
I mean,
Hold on.
Reasonable question.
I'm guessing this is somebody I have not met.
Oh, Squid is my mortal enemy in Tuesday Night Fights.
Squid's a good shit. I like it.
He kills me first all the time. Literally all the time.
Edit server profile. Oh shit! I don't want to edit server profile. I need to invite for him. He slacked me, or he hit me up. Give me a minute. I'm getting
Hey,
you.
can we
I'm
make
getting you an invite. Stand by.
Carl's Mac Turtley?
Stand by.
Your mech's Squid, your mech is now named Turtley.
Should we just like deem Goolsby's call sign Turtedly?
You know, that's
Oh shit!
when we do it in the military, it's some situation that gets
Okay.
weird, and then it's just like, all right,
Probably. That's hard
What
to
the
pronounce.
fuck is this? Is this a Hero Falcon or a Jade Hawk?
It's a Hero Falcon,
it's all 4 of them.
but this one proxy Jade.
Okay, so I'm looking here or here.
I got both of them.
Okay, so I got a Jade Phoenix Prime, Jade Phoenix A, and I got a Hero Falcon A and a Hero Falcon C. Oh, you're such a dick.
Isn't it good? Trying to break it, right, boss?
Such a dick.
How am I a dick?
Oh.
Boss. Real tired, boss.
How am I a dick?
Yeah, I will always get you, Coach.
Oh, he does too. It's not even funny anymore. I feel like the entire Tuesday Night Fight group is behind him
I tell
too.
you what, Coach. If it makes you feel any better, my list is faction and era.
Oh, I know. I see that. All threes?
Alright, here we go.
That can't be. Oh, because
No,
I.
it is all threes.
Okay, well, I had an extra Hero Falcon C in there.
Just for good measure.
This could be an interesting fight.
I'm gonna take up my whole side with stuff.
You guys get another game started after this?
Yep, I'm just getting up his list now.
Hey, Coach, how much PV
Oh,
do
I gotta start a timer.
Not enough. 200? Should be.
You guys just doing another overrun, or what do you guys?
Another overrun.
Better be.
This is
Otherwise,
This
otherwise
is-
it'd be rookie numbers. You gotta pump those numbers up.
let's just call this Jade Falcon.
Dark Ages.
No, we're gonna call this Jade Falcon Overdrive.
We'll just call it the pigeon death. The jumping
Power
death.
gaming. about
once
to happen
once
now.
you guys see the list,
It's
you'll
not the
understand.
It's not the ghost bear creeping death. It's
This
like-
is actually interesting to see how this will play out, because let me get the list up here a second. Save as.
My whole goal this game is the castle with Protomax on something.
Well, that's not gonna help.
Sure it will.
Well, it'll definitely stop
Oh,
him
it's
from
jumping.
taking your spot. I will tell you that. Okay.
Once I knock your MP down 0.
Excuse
put
me for
castle
1
you-
second. I need to change something
gonna-
I'll
here.
try.
You gonna upload that to the Discord as well?
Oh yeah, I'll take a picture of it.
Just get it done, will you? Damn it,
Oh.
Squid! Join the damn channel so you can talk.
Yeah, come on, man. Jeez.
This is bullshit. You gonna talk shit and then not join? There he is. There he is.
Hope you're ready for the limelight, Squid.
Come on, buddy. There he is.
You better,
Hey, Squid.
you better be backing up your shit with facts now. All right, guys. Hold on.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
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 No, the point I was trying to make with this scenario is it feels like all you have to do is get in a corner.
When you start moving, it'll be 4.
You're not. Hey, you're not wrong. And to be honest with you, somebody brought it up earlier too, that Mario's tank list and how he usually plays, where he fucker hides behind hills for 3/4 of the game. It's a valid tactic, but
Yeah,
again,
you just leave a fast mover hiding, then you just leave all your beef up front holding a zone, and last turn you just start to the other side of the board, score all 3 of your points, and
I think you might be underestimating it.
I think so too.
You definitely can try that. I promise you that you won't have success with that, because if you're hiding, you're not shooting. If you're not eliminating his pieces, your opponent's pieces from the board, he should be taking notice of what it is that you're doing and set himself up for that last round. So I agree. You could do something like that, but I don't think that it's as easy as what you think it will be. And this is, and I don't mean to, I'm not banging on you. We this happen a lot, right? Everyone bags on everything that we fucking do. It's not enough points. You guys don't have a big enough board. You weren't doing this. You weren't doing that. Until you've played it. Until you've played a whole tournament, you don't get it. Right? Because, and I said this earlier too, you can build, with these Thursday night deals, these guys are building specific 200s to break the scenario. The thing that isn't taken into consideration is that over the extent of a tournament, that if you had to cover all 5 scenarios, or 6 in this case, the unit selection that's being taken will not take the tournament. Does that make sense?
but yeah, it's just, it feels like in the other scenarios you have to move forward and stop your opponent, or they could just sit on the objective and win the game. With this one, it feels like you just keep like 3 or 4 beefy guys in the back, and they engage your opponent, and you hide like one fast mover, and then he can just start off and collect all of your objectives right at the end. Which
one fast
feels a little out of line with the other ones. It just seems like an older. It feels okay to jump to a different game. It feels like old-fashioned 40K, where you can win the entire game by just playing to the objectives right at the end.
Which, again, you as your opponent, you as your tactic, you might be trying to do that. But your opponent has to play into your hand to do that. Right? I don't think that you could hide until the last round and win this match. There's nothing, if your opponent, and again, if your opponent is smart enough to see what's happening, they can position themselves to not worry about it, right? And then it comes down to MOV. And again, it's a dice game.
True.
So you're playing to the odds of what's going to happen. And to be honest with you, I'm okay with that. As a scenario, if that's how you want to play it in a tournament that's objective based, that's your prerogative. And I don't think, I honestly don't feel that
They don't fit into 2XL anymore.
you may be able to get past this game with a win, but the competition that you have with others in your win bracket you won't match up to. Does that, again, having run a dozen tournaments and understanding how the scoring works, I see what you're saying, and I agree with you that you may win it based on that. But on the overall tournament, it does not behoove you to do that.
Curious, what you would change, or what you would suggest as a change to the scenario rule set to make it better, or if you had any ideas.
Fair. No, again, this is the best sixth scenario that we've come up with. You have a better idea?
No, it's not like that. I'm just curious if there's any ways that he feels like any subtle rules changes that would make it better. Like, for example, like domination, making it so that once you control a zone, you no longer have to stand on it until somebody takes it from you. I don't know if that was something that he was thinking might be an improvement, or if there's any other aspects.
Yes, Squiddy.
That would improve it.
On live YouTube in the nation, this is my payback.
Coach called your ass out.
This is my payback for all those times you killed me.
Nuke him again.
Technically, I didn't kill you all those times. I just critted you, and you couldn't limp along fast enough.
That's true. You are more of a meme artist than anything, so.
And I enjoy it.
He's maimed. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Artist, I like it.
Little background on Squid.
Honest.
Little background on Squid. I believe he was the one person that prevented me from winning my one and only chance at winning a Tuesday night fight.
You know what the funny part about that is? You're the only person I hit. I remember doing a disco dance, a break dance, and a dire wolf after all that.
Dude, did a little moonwalk with that reverse articulated legs.
Yeah. But back to your point, I just say you should probably score a point for each zone you control. And if you control all three of the zones at like one point or another at once, then you automatically score all 4 of the points and you win the game. So at the end of the game, you constantly are scoring points throughout the game, and it's not just all right at the end.
So you're talking about doing like a cumulative ongoing tally. So at the end of each round that you control a zone, you would gain an objective point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What would happen there? Since one of the design requirements for this is that you cap objectives at 4 points. So if that were to be the case, there would be what I would do to win this game in 2 rounds is have nothing but really fast units and just rush into that middle zone and score 2 points twice as fast as possible. That right there eliminates the entire purpose of designing this scenario to give the players another reason to bring the heavy, slow assault mech size things. This has been the design challenge from the get-go, is to design a scenario where people will want to bring the heavy stuff. Because everything else in the tournament, well, not everything else, but enough of the rest of the tournament format rewards fast lists. That's the problem. And a lot of these, these 6 different scenarios that people have been working at and playtesting have all been with the singular goal. The first and primary goal is to have a scenario where you will want to bring a slow assault mech or the heavier stuff, the slower stuff, and have it be effective from the get-go. I feel like if you were to have an accumulative tally ongoing round to round, this game's going to be over in 2 rounds, and it's the fastest list win.
But I was just thinking you can only score a zone once.
Okay. That's an interesting way to go for it too.
Yeah, so you actively have to keep going across the board. You can't just camp in a spot or something, because even with how it is right now, what's really stopping me from just taking fast units and just having a couple heavies to deny you my zone?
Nothing at all. That's actually sounds like a great tactic.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's the point. The whole idea is you have taken that heavy to puppy guard your zone.
Right. If you're
That
going to take,
you have done that, if you've made a list with some fast guys to go and steal it and a heavy one to keep it, then we have acquired our goal. That is our goal, is to have you bring that heavy and that assault or whatever.
The tricky part is that you have to bring 4 lights to go into that zone in order to at least contest my assault that's in the back.
And I'll bet you that you'd have a hard time finding 4 lights that are going to be able to take out that assault mech consistently and quickly, that are going to be low or equal points to that assault. Lower or equal points to that assault.
Not only that.
I bring can do that.
The what?
The standard stuff I can bring does that.
Yeah.
Well, give me an example.
I usually bring a Timberwolf W, linebacker D, and a Blackhawk S.
Oh, perfect.
So that's a heavy already.
That's what we're going for.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a heavy already.
See, but okay, let's take a step back though. Squid. If that is the basis, if that's the core of your 200s, you're doing it right already.
Yes.
The issue that I have, this is, if we had an easier way of doing era and faction, this wouldn't be an issue, right? The fact that it's completely open, and the fact that I can pick the best of everything across every faction. I can take Hero Falcons and I can mix it with Wolfen Seas, right? I can take Saxons and I can mix it with J. Edgars. I can take Protos and I can mix it with VTOLs, right? 3 of the 5 scenarios right now reward lists that have 20-inch moves. I'll state it. If you do not have 20-inch movers in your list, you are going to have a difficult time winning the tournament. Hands down.
I agree with that 100%.
That is what I'm trying to fix. The fact that we have half the scenarios. I'm sorry, we. The problem is Aaron just got what I've been trying to say. The fact that over half the scenarios, you can build lists specific to half the scenarios and have a better than average chance of having a better than average chance of winning a tournament based on taking all fast, hard-hitting units.
Well,
there is a plethora of units that are negated by that, which I feel is a disservice to the game, because I want to see Marauders, Warhammers, Archers. I want to see those old school mechs on the table and have a meaning. Because right now they don't. Personally, if you're not taking mechs that have a TMM of 2, you're doing it wrong.
I didn't have all 3 of my mechs had a TMM of 1.
And that's on the new scenario, right?
But this scenario is built for that, with that specifically in mind.
That's what we're talking about. Is the reason?
That's the point.
We're trying to build the reasons for bringing the lower TMM, heavier hit, and slow guys. And that's the entire purpose of the scenario.
Yeah, and Squid's got a valid point.
You do. Yeah, I'm not saying that you don't. It's just
the big thing is it is very hard to come up with scenarios that are offensive and defensive at the same time. And
we happen to be extremely lucky and successful, I think, in the first 5 scenarios that we created. I don't know how we got this lucky. That we did the job that we did. And I'm going to toot a horn and say that we did a pretty good job of defining and creating scenarios
This is a Tommy approved dice roll table.
that does not require a defensive player and an attacker, where you have to play both roles at the same time.
All right, Squid, you're on here. We're gonna get to commentating this game here eventually.
Oh, is there a game going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
look at that! Look at that!
So
Has Matt won yet?
Matt is
but,
going.
by the way, Squid,
Yep.
thanks for joining, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thanks for your feedback there. I appreciate it.
Oh, Squid, by the way, now that the tabletop simulator is up and running, you and me, buddy, 350.
The tabletop simulator?
Squid, I reckon
tabletop simulator.
Tabletop simulator.
Sean, you gotta get hooked up with
stimulator.
that. Stimulator.
Well, it is very stimulating.
Download it tomorrow.
Oh, Squid! Now I know. I'm like, I know your
podcast.
voice. I know where we've met. Now I got the face to the name. I got it figured out.
I played in a couple
Where the fuck have we met? And I'm like, we played at Game Center, dumbass. I got it. I'm good.
It's on the
It
podcast.
just took me a minute. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. So
Let's talk about the game.
It takes me just a little. It takes us all a little while. I mean, that's the part that's always fun. Everybody walks up and says, "Hey, so and so, I'm so and so, and I'm part of the regiment." And I'm like, "There's 1,000 people that are part of the regiment. Who are you?"
Wow.
But I recognized your voice, so I figured it out. I got there.
Fuck you, dude.
Whoa.
Tommy just won
Was that
initiative
towards
on
me?
11. No, that was to
okay.
Tommy.
wait,
Like-
it's Tommy versus Matt. So we actually have a game.
Yeah, there's an actual
Oh!
game going on here.
Oh.
And no, it's not. So we got Squid on, and he's talking about. Yeah, so it's. I don't think I've ever seen a game where assaults sprint as much as I have in Overrun. Like, it is a thing.
So are we calling it Overrun or Hold the Line?
I don't know. Either one.
Just to get to the second position, you have to fucking sprint.
Overrun makes me think of fast units, honestly.
Okay.
And Hold the Line makes
Hold
me
the- I
think
like Hold the
of
Line.
heavy
Okay.
units.
So we're
That's why I brought it up, because I
Hold the
kind of
Line
dig
or
Hold the
Overrun?
Line better.
they're
Because
saying-
there's lines on the table, right?
Yep.
Just out of curiosity, are the zones split into either 3 or 4 sections?
There's 4 total sections on the table.
Four total sections that you can score on 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You cannot score on your home zone, the zone closest to you. You cannot score on that one. But your opponent can. It's worth twice the points.
Okay, yeah. It's kind of hard to visualize everything. So,
Yeah, well, yeah. So when you're there in person, you can see kind of on the bottom edge of the screen there, you can see those 3 tick marks, one in the center, and 2 just kind of 8 inches from each player's side. Those are the zones as they're sectioned out. So 3 lines for four sections.
okay.
And the 2 in the center are worth 1 objective point for either player. Your opponent's zone is worth 2 points to yourself.
Okay.
I got somebody sending lots of messages to me. Hold on. I think they're to me. I'm not sure.
All right.
All right, now
Well-
I can come back to the game.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me talk to you guys about it.
Yeah,
glad
thanks for
I'm
joining.
up
Thanks for
here.
coming on.
Hey, well, Tom, before you leave, Squid, are you interested, willing, available, to maybe come to Dreamer's Vault in Burnsville every once in a while to play some Alpha Strike?
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Okay, because
Or
that's
maybe- I know you
my
guys are
home. That's
Yeah.
my home game store, and I'm thinking about trying to get something more regular running there. And love to see you there, man.
Yeah. I would be probably more of a weekend guy, but
Weekend? Okay.
Yeah.
That's I'm trying to, once my daughter's done with volleyball, I'll have some more weekends available, so we'll
Okay.
we'll get something going. So you're here. One more question, because I know you've played in a couple, right? You we did
Yeah.
an Alpha Strike demo, and I think you've played in one
Yeah,
350.
I did the one at the source, and then I did the one at FF3.
That was the Crawl Sisters of Go-Go #2, I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Enjoyable enough that you
freaking
come back
Frank.
and do it again?
Oh yeah, I've just been waiting on you guys to announce one here.
Well, why? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll get that. I'll get going on that. I'll announce it here soon. How's that?
Sounds pretty good.
Are you free April 23rd to go to Davenport, Iowa? We have Rumble on the River, which will be #2 Rumble on the second annual Rumble on the River. You want to go to that one?
I'll have to check with my scheduling.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I got you here. I'm talking to you, so
Yeah.
we're gonna be rolling there. I mean, if you need a ride, I got a ride. So
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
cool, man.
Yeah, I am trying to do more out of state stuff. So.
Hey, thank you for joining. I appreciate it.
Yep. Hey, thanks for letting me on.
Night, Squid.
No worries, man. Thank you.
Night, guys.
What are we, round 2 by now?
This is round 3.
Round 3.
Holy shit.
Round 2. Sorry. Round 2. Round 2.
I was gonna say they haven't hardly made any progress on the board there.
Round 2.
Oh my god.
So let's see. So we got Matt. He's running the same exact list he just ran against you. So he's got the 5 Proto-Mechs. He's got the Awesome. He's got the Centurion, right?
No, it's Cataphract and Vindicator.
Oh, Vindicator. That's what I meant. Vindicator and the Cataphract. Yes, correct. Versus Tommy's.
Tommy's list is posted in the Discord, so.
Yeah, he's got a Jade Phoenix, which is being represented by a Black Red Turkina.
He's got 2 Jade Phoenix.
Must be on the bottom corner there. 2 Jade Phoenixes.
2 Jade Phoenix.
Okay, so this is
and 2 Hero.
So this is a douchebag list.
Yeah, this is a douchebag list because he's proxying just about everything. He is proxying everything.
Just tell Tommy he's a douchebag. Just tell Tommy.
He heard me.
Tommy, this is your proxy.
Okay.
Okay, so both Turkinas are the Jade Phoenixes.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other 2 units are the Hero Falcons. So he is
for
going
no other
full jump strength.
Looks like it. I was gonna say if for no other reason,
jump strong.
To limit to faction and era is to avoid these mechs right here.
Yeah.
Because if everybody was playing to win, like whatever it takes to win, they would take Jade Phoenixes.
Yes.
These guys have got the full package. They've got all the armor, all the structure, all the movement, and all the firepower. Whereas usually you get to pick like what two of those.
If you're
and
lucky.
apply it to your mech.
2.
Yeah, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. And to boot, these guys aren't that expensive when you look at it. When you look at what they can do, these guys are not that expensive.
Yeah, jump strength I feel is jump strong is vastly under PV'd if I was to say anything. But
sure. To have an assault size mech that can get TMM of 4 and deliver 6 at medium and short range.
We'll circle the wagons.
So
yeah, I think that we've made comments about that internally, and I think Charles has made the comment too, and I think Gold has made the comment as well that Jump Strong does not have an additional PV. During the calculation of adjusting from Classic, because all mechs in Alpha Strike, the PV is based on the Classic record sheet, which I like. I think that is a necessary thing.
Yeah.
The Jump Strong, though, improved jump jets and partial wings do not have an additional PV calculation currently in adjusting that unit for that movement profile, which should be adjusted, right? There was a massive PV adjustment 3 years ago now that really changed the point cost for fast units, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this jump strong is the next thing that needs to get an adjustment done to it, in that it should cost more. The Gargoyle J and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jade Phoenix A, I think, or B, whichever one the fucking jump 16. Those 2 units are stupid cheap for
Yeah.
what they can move and their damage output.
I agree.
Well,
Look at this.
Stupid cheap.
Just take a look at. I mean, I'll run through.
Look at this beautiful. I was gonna say, look at this beautiful arrowhead formation we got going on here
he
across the board.
Definitely has.
This
an
is
arrowhead
glorious.
formation going on.
Sorry, go ahead. What are
I'll
you
just
saying?
read off the Hero Falcon A stat line. Right, it's size 2, TMM of 2. It's got a 12-inch ground, 20-inch jump. It has a 3-3-2 damage line, 1 overheat, 5 armor, 2 structure, and it's a jump strength 2. And it's only 41 points.
And that's with a skill upgraded to 3, by the way, my friend.
And that's upgraded to 3.
Because I was just gonna say the Arctic Wolf Prime is a 12J 550 at like 5.2 or 4.2. I forget what the armor structure is, but it's around that point range. Personally, for me, at a 35 point value, that mech is damn near the biggest bang for the buck, right? But when you can add a mech that can do 4 points of damage and move 20 inches, negating terrain for less points, I think the Hero Falcon A is less than 35 points at a skill 4.
Correct.
At skill 4, it is 34 points.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Well, just compare it to, like, say, I don't know, something that's those 30-ish points. We've got the, what is it, the Dasher H? That guy's only 25 points. But, I mean, compare it to anything else that's 34 points. I mean, put it up head-to-head against anything that's in that same cost range, and that guy is going to absolutely destroy.
Well, I mean,
anybody else that's in a 34-point range.
I've always had a thing for the Blitzkrieg. I think it's a mech that is maligned, but the 4F, right, that has the targeting computer and a heavy PPC. I think that's the right unit. That unit has a jump of 14J and does 222 with 6 armor, 2 structure. The only really interesting thing outside of big armor for a mech its size, it's also a C3 unit, but it's 43 points, right? At 222. A Hero Falcon is 332 with an overheat of 1, meaning I could jump and do 4 points of damage and jump out of range again the next round for 32.
Yeah.
It's the jump strong stuff. The jump strong stuff needs to have an adjustment. Granted, I will be the first one to admit that what we're trying to do with 350, the Jade Falcon faction list is like ideal for what we're doing because of the jump strong, the talons, all of that stuff. We're showcasing certain things that are happening with specific units, specifically jump strong, that there needs to be an adjustment, right? Especially if outside of our construction rules, right? If you, and this is something that we've talked about at length with classic games, is what era, what tech level, what's the points, what are the rules on what I can bring?
Okay.
You know, for what Tommy knows about the Jade Falcon lists, right? If I were to come and play with him and not be using the 350 construction rules, he would be able to put together a list that would overrun me in 3 rounds and
Well, yeah.
be zero fun, right? It would
Right.
just be, I'm going to get fucked, and you better be okay with it. That
Right.
is not fun. That's not fun for anyone. I mean, if you enjoy doing that, I would suggest that you need to go talk to somebody. Okay.
Right.
It,
You know, if the
that, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, you know, if the jump strong points value rebalance does not happen, inevitably, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get this collection of power gamers who
So
are going to run all the same list. It's gonna look
Yeah.
just like Tommy's list.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's gonna be all these jump strong Jade Falcon mechs, and they're gonna win every scenario.
So
Every game.
what's the objectives here? You got one here. So it's 3, 2, 1.
I own this.
Right, but he owns the back.
He owns this for 2. I'll own this for 1. I'll probably own this for 1 because I.
Well, but probably is.
6.
So right now it's 3 to 1.
No.
Because
How?
he owns this, right?
So Matt owns
So
1,
I got 4.
2 to 2.
Oh, you own this.
3, 4, 5.
Oh,
6.
these two. Oh.
6
So
each has got
this
2.
is
I
interesting.
own the 2
So it's 2 to 2 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then
No.
This is.
yeah, I got your.
He's
Tommy's
got the
got
home edge.
a
Yeah,
Jade
but
Phoenix in Matt's home edge, right?
You got the
But again, you got to remember, it's you have to control 4 objectives
If everything survives.
to win the game. Right? It's a lot like domination in that respect, but it's the whole board. It's not specific places.
in the back. So
Well, we're seeing that heavy units can be countered by a lot of units.
And you're going to get a +1.
Yes.
Sure.
Because he's got.
But over the length of the game,
Sure.
is that still effective?
Well, we'll find out
That's-
because
That's where the tactics of the game come in.
the longer his protomechs stay alive, he can spread those babies out all over the place.
The more effective they are. See,
Mhm.
personally, if I were playing Protomechs in this scenario, I would not bunch them up like what they are. I would have put 1 in every
It jammed.
20% of the board and spread them across the board. And then moved them.
Give you a lot of targets of opportunity to have to choose between.
Because you're spreading a size 1 unit
Jesus, Tommy.
across the length of the board.
Again, fuck you.
But the thing that you have to keep in mind for these things that we're showcasing here is this is just one scenario of now potentially 6 that in a tournament scenario, where do your protomechs fit? Because depending upon what skill you take your protomechs at and what protomechs you take, right? Because protomechs have to be deployed in a point, meaning all 5 need to be deployed or all 5 are not deployed, right?
Right.
And I think I've seen someone be able to put together a protomech point that's in the 30-point range. But if you keep everything
I've done
at
that.
skill 4 and want them to be a viable unit as a whole, they're roughly 50 points. Right?
Yep. I've used them for one tournament, and they performed extremely well. I tended to take the really fast, like the Siren 4. I believe I had several Siren 4
+1 per inch.
protomechs. Those suckers go, I think, 26 inches, but they have like 0-star damage bracket. You know, they're not going to do anything, and they have a total of 1 structure. So they will, you sneeze in their direction, and they're going to crumble. But they were pretty awesome for capture the flag. especially when you have 5 different really fast units. Not only can you use them to either spread out and capture multiple flags, but you can also, once you move, if you've got a flag that your opponent does not have any units on, you can use them to wall off that flag, and so that your opponent literally cannot touch the flag and can't compete for it. Presumably one of them is going to survive at least, and you can use that one to carry it back home the next turn. So they were really effective in capture the flag. Of course, currently they don't do anything for King of the Hill, but apparently that's still under some discussion whether or not that's going to change. So if you're going to take Protomex for this scenario, I think that you can very easily make them work for multiple of the other ones.
But again, even if you had to take Protos, right? If Protos were the answer to trying to win this scenario, while there is a general makeup of a Protomech point of Sirens, right? I would bet anyone who takes Protomechs, there's going to be 2 Sirens in the list, hands down.
Right.
I would bet a nut on that, right? They're still a unique unit. It's still 35 to 50 points of your army for potentially being effective in 2 scenarios, which is
Right.
a third. That is what we're after, right? I don't want Hero Falcons, Wolfens, Saxons, J. Edgars, Sirens. I don't want those units to be, if I take these, I win.
Right.
That's not the idea that is what 350 is. Which is why we've really fought to try and figure out how to balance the 6th scenario in you can take those units. And if you play against somebody who doesn't play tactics correctly, yeah, you may still win. But it's not a guarantee. It's not a better than average guarantee of winning.
He is size 2. So he's your Jadehawks.
Yeah, the
Turkinas are the Jadehawks. Okay.
He jumps what?
Jade Phoenix, sorry.
Jade Phoenix.
This guy, he only jumps 10 inches.
Only 10 inches.
Only. I like how he
shame.
said that. Only.
The assault mech only jumps 10 inches.
The other one jumps 14.
There's a few that do that. My boy Simon, he ran a Xanthos at the Rumble in the River last year. He took 2nd place, and that Xanthos was surprising a lot of people. It jumps 10 inches. That sucker is impossible to destroy. It's got so much armor and structure, and that 10-inch move really surprised a lot of people, including Mario.
Here's a question: can you do a physical?
No.
Is a physical a separate attack than your weapon attack?
Yes, you can only do one attack.
You can only do one attack.
Only one.
Either or.
Either physical or a weapon.
Okay.
Not and/or. So, Andrew, any thoughts on call sign for Goolsby?
I want to, you know what? I kind of want to call him Ladies Man.
No.
Ladies, man.
He's got the sultry voice, that he could just he makes everybody feel comfortable, man.
Oh.
And if he gets everybody, he gets some people drinking and having a good time, he could talk them into some shit.
Well, then we should call him Panty Dropper.
I'm not lying.
We'll love that call sign.
Panty Dropper?
Yeah,
Panty
baby.
Dropper. There you go.
Funny story came
We would
with
just
that.
call him panties for short.
Just call him PD.
So he bought. So the
Danger
years
close
back
for
came around,
Fatalist.
he bought panty droppers for
Danger
my
close.
Danger close.
Zone.
and myself.
Danger zone. Let's call him Danger Zone.
I don't know if you heard us earlier, but we were thinking about drill bit.
Drill bit.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
That's obvious, man. That's too obvious. I'm kind of disappointed you guys busted out the dentist answer. I was
Well,
going to
I
let
mean-
people wonder about what type of implants I place.
We
for a
could
long
we could do
time.
Flush would be a good one. Don't you flush a lot?
I flush a lot.
Rinse.
Flush? Spit sink.
I think I'll stick with a panty dropper.
Dude, I know it may not be as funny or whatever,
Spit sink.
but
That's a good one.
Bill Cosby himself, and Aaron, I know, I know that you get this when he does that fucking dentist deal, and he says,
Oh yeah,
rinse, and I lose it every time.
yeah, that's a good one.
See that? Oh, rinse. I can't feel my lip.
I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
spit sink is kind of at the top of my list right now.
Find a new gaming group.
I'll find a new gaming group.
Hey, you're not supposed to like your call sign, dude.
Oh, we could call him X-Ray.
Oh, I like that.
X-Ray, because he sees through everyone.
X-Ray Goolsby.
Oh,
Oh,
dude, I
Oh,
like
dear.
X-Ray.
That's got my vote. X-Ray.
Okay, X-Ray. Andrew.
You know, when I get into my gaming mode and everything, I like to get away from my career.
Yeah, well, none of us like to do a lot of things, but I think. Okay, X-Ray is number 1 right now.
Spit Sink is number 2.
Right now, Spit Sink is number 2.
Solid 2.
did you know that there is a Goolsby sausage?
I did not. Where
You
does
could call him Wiener.
Goolsby Sausage Company was founded in April of 1981 by James
That's-
Goolsby.
That is the year that I was born.
No shit.
1981,
Jesus
baby.
Saying there's a Goolsby
Jesus
Sausage
Christ.
Company
Oh,
that was created the year he was born.
links.
Lynx?
I will accept.
Oh,
I will accept the call sign sausage. I will accept that one.
he will
Lynx.
accept sausage.
No, we're gonna give you links. Sausage is that's too cool.
Sean.
Now, if we
Nobody
gave
should
him,
have that cool of a
Gives
call
it-
sign.
if we
That
gave him
gives
the,
the ladies a false sense.
if we gave him the call sign Lynx, then there's a story behind it. Like, why are you called Lynx? Well,
Can't quite tell what it is.
yeah, you won't get the story from the call sign.
Sean Links Goolsby.
Sean Lynx Goolsby.
I'm
That
taking
kind
a
of has a
picture right
ring.
now. Are you on the Goolsby sausage website? Are you on it? Are you on the website?
Do they have T-shirts?
Oh, hold on.
Okay, go
Hold
to
on,
the
I got-
Goolsby sausage website and scroll down just a little bit.
That's what she said.
Not quite, but even
Lynx?
better. Even better.
Goolsby,
It's not bad.
Goolsby, the good
Solid three.
sausage.
I could move
Dude,
that
it's
into 2.
sausage.
That's
It's
better
over
than
with.
Spit Sink. I still like X-Ray.
No. I gotta vote for sausage. He's sausage.
I'm sending this to the chat group here right now.
He's sausage. Goolsby sausage.
Sean Sausage Goolsby.
The Goolsby is good
The good
sausage.
sausage. I'm sending it to the chat right now.
GoolsbySausage.com. They've got it on there. It says Goolsby, the good sausage.
Oh my god.
I need this on a T-shirt like I need oxygen right now.
Yes,
This
you
is
do.
gonna
Goolsby's
be.
You
the
do
good
need to
Do
make
they,
a
please,
t-shirt.
please tell me they
that's
have
their logo.
They have clothing.
Goolsby's the good
me with-
Clothing
sausage.
brand.
Get me one too, because I'll wear that bitch.
It's
You bet.
it's even registered trademarked.
They don't have it. They don't have it on a T-shirt. Doesn't look like it. Oh
That's
no.
exactly what they're talking about right now. Sean's face.
You know what's funny is
just says
is
Goolsby,
everyone
the
went
good
to the
sausage.
same place. Everybody went to the same place. It's done. It's sausage.
There is a
So
T-shirt.
sausage?
There is a T-shirt.
What?
$20. It
Order
doesn't say the
40.
good sausage though. It doesn't say the good
I
sausage.
needed to say the good
Oh.
sausage.
It
Oh,
has to be good
no.
sausage.
Unless
I
it
mean-
says it on the back. It doesn't have a picture of the back. You got to be kidding me. Oh, what a missed opportunity that is.
I got a headshot.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
That's a headshot on a crit?
That's a natty.
Oh.
Natural.
I'm still buying one of these T-shirts. That's what's happening.
And it rolls into a no crit.
Dude, if you're ordering a T-shirt, you might as well order some shit. I mean, let's grill some sausages sometime, man.
Dude, let's do it.
24 count patties. 24 count sausage. Oh, they're patties.
I'm gonna have to do this.
Dude, do that.
I'm gonna order some sausage.
I like it.
I got another natty.
But only because it's really good sausage,
2 hits
apparently.
with a nat.
Well, it's Goolsby, the good sausage.
Welcome
I mean,
to my life.
7.
they're out of Tennessee.
Weapon.
This man has rolled more natural crits tonight than I can fucking count.
I'd be asking to roll his dice. That's all there is to it.
So half MP.
Yeah.
MV.
He actually did offer
Nash-
to roll his dice.
Is
Nashville Highway, Baxter, Tennessee.
Tens on you.
It affects your TMM. It does not affect your distance to jump. So you will go down on TMM.
I disagree with that.
It's half move minus 1 TMM.
I disagree with that.
Well, you could disagree with it all you want. It's the rules.
No.
What's going on? I'm still distracted by sausage.
So Tommy got a MP hit on his Hero Falcon C, and he's going, does an MP hit affect jumping? And it does not affect
Yes, it does
jumping,
not.
but it does affect your TMM.
Okay.
So you can still jump 12, but you're only going to get... You're going to get
That's
minus 1
a funny
TMM.
little loophole, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
2 hits. 2 more hits.
He is putting some hurt on the Jade Phoenix there.
So 2 more.
As he should.
The Jade Phoenix didn't jump. That's his problem.
Okay, so an MP hit. Something related to the unit's ability to move has been damaged. The affected unit loses half its current move and TMM, rounding normally to a minimum move loss of 2 inches and a TMM loss of 1. If a unit is reduced to move of 0 inches or less, in this fashion, the unit is immobile. But I swear that on the forums that Kestrel said that that is a thing for jumping as well.
Do overdrive wave. So
I'm looking.
3,
Good push.
6, 7.
So, the Protomex did some damn work.
What'd they do? 6?
6 damage to that Turkina, or that Jadehawk.
What'd they do?
No, you only did 2, 5 to the
5 damage.
Well,
Okay.
5 and 1
Still,
here. So 6 total.
for a couple of
more than that.
Protomex,
You did 3 over there.
What? So it's 9 total?
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Not bad.
Right.
Once I stood still. Damn. Yeah, jump strong.
have you fired yet, Tommy? No.
Watch them disappear.
Get ready for the table rumble, baby.
Alright, so 3, medium range for 5. You moved 1, 6. Plus 1 for Protomex 7s. We're going to fire at that.
That's also an interesting thing because do you split fire on Protomex or not?
I was
Because
thinking about it.
Well,
I did, and I think it was the wrong
2.
decision.
2 on.
This guy.
He's dead. Wait, which one is he? He's number 1! Gorgon number 1 is toast.
And then the...
But man, do you really want to kill him though? God.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Alright, so this...
But guess what? This guy gets 2 points.
You guys, MP hit does affect jumping movement.
MP hit does affect jumping movement, according to the forums?
He gets 2 TMs.
Yes.
According to the forums.
What?
MP hit
I will
does
post-
affect jumping.
I
It
will
doesn't
I
affect
will post
heat.
this. I will post this. It does. No, it does not. The heat does not affect jumping movement.
Correct.
MP hits do.
Okay.
I just posted to the Wolfnet chat
I'm almost down to
for you guys to read. Nicastro does answer that, and the cat does give a very good outline of various different scenarios. An MP hit does affect jump.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I don't know why we thought it wouldn't, because it does affect movement, and jumping is
It's
movement.
all movement, exactly. That's where I was at too.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
I don't know if we played that way or not.
We have not played that way. Again, it's one of those things that has been discovered of not being played correctly.
That an MP hit does affect jumping. I think we have played it that way. I think we have. I don't know about
I think we've played it. I think we've played it both ways.
Yeah.
Maybe we've recently, or within, and recently I mean within the last year,
Yeah. It is one
changed
of
it to be correct. But I know we played it wrong for a while and have maybe corrected it since.
Right. It is one of those things where the heat, because we played heat wrong and then we played jumping. It's
Right.
it does get a little
Because
muddled there.
We did do at the first Rumble on the River with Drew's melee.
Awesome.
We did play heat wrong. We did rule that wrong for the tournament, right? But I think that came out in a I think that was clarified in a later errata.
And we have effectively reached 0 viewers.
Well,
We had one
fucking
stronghold for a
midnight,
while.
dude. It's midnight. It's not surprising.
Yeah, 4 commentators and there we got 1 viewer back, unless it's one of us.
Alright, so then
I'm gonna have to pop
3,
open a
jump
Miller
for
Lite.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9s.
Such a good bag.
It's such a good bag.
So I was about to. I bought a T-shirt and a mug.
We should reach out to Ozark and see if we can get sponsored. Oh shit! That's what we should do. We should reach out to Ozark.
They got really good flashlights.
By the way,
Because when you're gaming,
very
you gotta
good.
make it back to your hotel on foot. You need a good flashlight. Get around
I got a very good reply back from that lead at Adepticon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Seth's on. Hi, Seth. What's up, White Fox?
Seth, you the mother. You're awesome, dude. Thanks for joining us.
3 to 1. Is that where we're at right now?
Heyo.
3 to 1.
Is it 3 to 1?
Where's home, Seth? Again, where's home?
Oh.
Or what state? What do you call? What do you? What
2.
state do you call home?
So it's
3 to 3.
who owns this zone here? Matt.
Your
Matt
mom.
owns this zone here. So it's 3 to 3 right now.
3 to 3. I didn't
Right?
Yep.
Look at that.
Oklahoma.
Look at that.
Oklahoma.
All right.
Look at that
That's my little stomping
lonely,
grounds.
lonely little.
Really?
Yep, that's where I
Sean,
went
you
to.
went from Alaska to Oklahoma to Minnesota? Are you fucking
got
kidding
it.
me?
You got it.
Holy shit! You've seen some of the country then.
I've been around the block a bit. Yeah, Oklahoma City. Boomer Sooner, baby.
Oh,
Boomer
barf.
sooner.
So I don't know if you guys want to comment to this, but the one lonely little protomech just scored 2 objective points.
Yeah, I see that.
Good move.
All those protomechs are still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
All 5.
Okay, so what has died so far? What has been destroyed?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. What is this, round 4?
This is the start of round 4.
Start of round 4. Nothing has been destroyed yet.
23
That's
minutes
shocking.
left in the round. There's an MP hit on the Hero Falcon on the top of your screen.
Tommy's gonna start closing in now. Let's watch.
Matt, how are your protomechs looking?
One is dead.
One is dead.
Aaron.
Why do you have 5
Why
out
do I
there?
Okay,
Okay, so something's died. There we go. One
There,
That's
ooh,
better.
that's better.
That's
one
better.
There we
protomech
go.
has died.
Thanks for the reminder.
So, we are going to try and make it to Colorado yet this year, before Gen Con. And I just had another individual hit me up about how we need to get to Atlanta. So,
Is he exiting the
He is
board
technically
or?
this shit is still happening, man. We need to get places and do things. Good
Only
things.
so much of you to go around, my friend.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a lot of him to go around.
Whoa,
Oh,
there's a
I
fat,
just served that one up, didn't I?
there's a fat joke. You lightened it up and he kicked it down. There you go.
Attaboy, sausage.
There we go.
Okay, yep. I'm gonna go with.
There you
Okay.
go. Yeah,
Show of
Aaron,
hands,
you're on board
sausage.
now. You're on board. I got. my
No,
hand
you
up,
don't like
my hands
sausage?
up.
Matt
What?
doesn't like sausage.
Oh.
He likes links. We got
I
we
like
got a
sausage.
vote for Tommy's voting X-ray, Matt's voting links.
What names do we have to pick from?
So
I
you
got
got
sausage.
X-ray, sausage, or links, or
voting
spit
sausage.
sink.
I'm voting sausage.
I own 2 of
If
Or
I get
lead-
a vote, I'm voting sausage all the way.
How about lead blanket?
those. I like that too. Aw.
That's too. Again, he wants to get away from work. I gotta
Alright,
appreciate
fine.
that. You can't do work.
No work. All play.
No work, all play. Oh, captain, my captain.
Because if you're gonna do work, you just call him Smiles.
There you go. I was going with the working name of Nash, Gnash, for a while.
We could call him Diablo
For what, devil?
Why?
for the chip thing that he did.
Chip thing? Oh, the chip challenge.
The chip challenge.
Oh, yeah, the hot.
And he is kind of like the bane of all tournaments.
All my.
We
oh,
could just
thank
call
you,
him
sir.
Bane.
Ooh.
Should we just call him Bane?
Spicy.
I mean,
Ooh.
he's kind of a big guy.
Hot. We already got hot sauce.
We already got hot sauce.
Tapatito.
I like Diablo or Bane.
Diablo is catchy.
Diablo is catchy. Sean Diablo Goolsby.
Ooh.
It
I
doesn't
do
matter
run
if he
those
likes it.
Iota Galaxy.
I mean, he's
Hell's
not
Horses.
saying
They're
no
like
right now, but
I'm okay with Diablo.
Sean Diablo Goolsby. Diablo.
If he's going to go Diablo, it has to be
He
El
does.
Diablo.
He does paint his mechs up in fire and shit like that.
It rolls off the tongue.
Rolls.
Like the ruffles that ridge.
Andrew Diablo.
Hold on.
How's it-
Gideon said he's sticking with patties.
Patties.
Baddies.
Patties. He likes patties.
Well, for sausage,
just-
he's going with the sausage.
I
thing.
just looked up synonyms for Diablo. Beelzebub, Lucifer,
Yeah, baby.
Satan, adversary,
What's the size of the Vindicator?
dastard,
What?
the djinn, fiend, genie, hellion, imp, monster, ogre, rogue, villain,
None of those sound better than Diablo.
archfiend, beast, evil one,
Evil one.
the Earnies,
Oh,
the Dickens. I just wanted to see what else we had.
Gotta
I just
give 'em
wanted
the
to see what else we
Dickens.
had. Beelzebub, Mephilipes, Prince of Darkness, Satan, Archangel, Beast, Diablo, Evil One, Fallen Angel, the Devil.
I just feel like if we give him the call sign Diablo, he's gonna that gives Kevin Witt an opportunity to paint up a Phoenix Hawk 2C really fucking awesome.
You're not wrong there, and I can get behind that. So
That's it. Get your team
If Matt's behind Diablo, I'm behind Diablo.
All right,
How's
hands for Diablo. I'll take half hands.
As long as it's El Diablo.
El Diablo, okay.
that? Oh, Diablo.
Yeah.
Tommy is only in if it's El Diablo. All right. I think it's...
There is not a lot of shit being cleaned off the table here.
No, and it was mentioned earlier that this is a lot of tough shots. So you have...
I would imagine. I mean, with Tommy's jump strong, I would imagine. Anything jump strong,
Yeah.
right? You're adding +2 usually to a jump strong.
But I will... But also,
Go ahead.
you're adding Protomex, and they're +1. You know, you're supposed to encircle them before they move.
He did move.
I know.
You can't encircle me when I jump out of
I agreed. So really, all we need is Charles to approve and El Diablo.
He's on the chat. Come on,
Oh.
let's go.
All right. Well, as long as he follows El Diablo with, which is Spanish for the Diablo.
You got one more to move.
It doesn't really.
Fucking A.
It doesn't really compute, does it?
You got one more to move.
Oh, Seth, that's perfect. All right. Sean El Diablo Goolsby, I think, is the... we have christened a new call sign.
A new call sign. El
Well,
Diablo.
So honored, guys. Thank you so much.
But as long as you say it's Spanish for the Diablo.
Good addition, Seth.
Also is good sausage.
It's hot sausage. Maybe we should
I'm
call him
sorry.
hot sausage.
That took me...
Can we call him hot sausage?
No. El Diablo has been christened.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now, if he wants to start a sausage company called El Diablo Sausage Company, that's 100% up to him.
I really, really, really hope this T-shirt I ordered says
Good
has that
sausage.
catchphrase. Yeah, good sausage on the back.
Yeah, I
hope it
agree.
says the good sausage on the back.
I will say,
Did you
though,
order sausage? Did you order sausage from them too?
I was going to, so they only ship by FedEx, and they only sell them in increments of 4 boxes, which is like 80 patties, and it costs $160 to ship that via FedEx. So no, I did not get the sausage.
I do want to say, who here has seen Free Guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do have to hold the call sign catchphrase for somebody very important. Because that was the funniest part of that whole movie. It was like,
I'm right here. I'm right here.
You have like 4 call signs already, and you still stick with Minnow, which is crazy.
Time out. Hold on. What are my 3 other call signs?
Titanic. Sorry. HMS Titanic.
Whoa.
I want to get the... Wait, was it HMS? Yeah, it was HMS. Yeah. No. Didn't we come up with a different call sign for you? Because I felt like Minnow was just like, eh.
It is The only reason I have Minnow is because that's how I met my wife.
Yeah, so...
When I met my wife tubing on the river. I met my wife tubing on the river in Detroit Lakes. And when she saw me, we had enough to drink that afternoon already, where I was catching minnows in my bucket hat, and we were doing minnow shots.
Yeah, dude, you can't give up Minnow. You've already been Minnow for 10 years.
It's been a while. And Sean, you're wrong. the $46 or $50 is 4 boxes. It's not
The
106.
shipping. No, the shipping. They only ship it via FedEx, and the shipping is $160.
Motherfuckers.
This is
Because I suppose it has to
how-
be 1 day shipping, doesn't it?
Yep, they have to overnight it so it doesn't go bad. Yeah. I was totally on board, and then I saw the PayPal was
Never
over
mind.
$220. I was like,
I
All
saw
right,
I'd
Sean,
rather spend that
here's-
money on some Battletech.
Here's the next thing then. We need to figure out how to run a 350 in Tennessee.
There you go.
And then we're going to go to Tennessee. And then we're going to buy fucking Sean Goolsby sausage.
You bet.
Like
The good sausage.
a fucking truckload of good sausage and bring it home.
You bet.
You know what we should do is we should call them and see if they would sponsor W1RP because we have a Sean Goolsby. And see
They
if we
might
can get some
just do
free
that.
and see if we can get some free sausage.
In this one right now.
There you go.
Who hasn't moved
Because
yet?
that would,
The
because
awesome
then-
and the
I'm sorry, we're changing your call sign to sausage.
Well, if you got multiple, I guess I can have multiple too, right?
Why not? Right?
I mean, he doesn't have
More the merrier.
multiple. He just thinks he does.
He moved out of there.
I like El Diablo, which is Spanish for the Diablo, very well.
When you say it, it's even better.
You presented that very well.
I'm a
Oh,
professional,
that's
man.
fantastic. I'm a professional. Oh, look at that. We got a Protomech swarm.
It's getting very interesting here because there's 2 units left to move.
And there isn't anybody in the
The Hero
Score
Falcon
2 position.
stayed, or the Jade Phoenix stayed.
why hasn't Matt moved into the score 2?
Well,
Master at it.
well, you're gonna see him do that. Has the Awesome even fired?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like all it's done is sprint.
No, it's shot for the last turn.
Okay.
This past turn it shot.
Ask Tommy if it's an awesome or if it's a Turkina.
Sausage has a point.
And it's just
Stop
over-
calling him
and
sausage.
it's just halfway over the line.
I'm gonna call him sausage. I like sausage better.
That's not his call sign. Maybe it's his pet
is-
name for you, but
He is to me.
All right, things get awkward.
once War Crimes is on, okay, you can come here for a 350 tournament. We have small group Wolfnet players. What?
Who does?
Seth Glenn's saying we have a small group here, and that one's
Hey,
War Crimes.
Hey,
Oklahoma.
you know
Yeah,
what?
let's-
Time out. When War Crimes comes home,
Alright, so the
we're coming to OKC.
Oh, we should do that. Yeah.
I will
When
totally
War
go to
Crimes
Oklahoma. I'll
comes
totally go to
home-
my old stomping grounds.
When War Crimes comes home, we're going to Oklahoma.
Oh, because I thought that was just okay, and I'm like, I didn't understand that sentence.
I'm here for you, buddy.
He meant once more crime is in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
From that turn.
Not on Oklahoma.
Where the wind comes blowing through the rain.
Sweeping down the plane.
Sweeping down the plains, you punk.
You punk. Diablo's like, sweeping through the plains, you punk.
Because it's hot there while it
Shut
blows
up,
wind.
L.
'Cause it's cold out there.
Just gonna scream across the convention hall. Hey, the.
When is Derek coming home? Do we have any idea?
That's Gorgon number 2.
Seth, waiting for you to type. The
Diablo
Diablo.
correction.
You're not wrong.
But I ain't gonna shoot him yet.
Alright, so then
So we got one Protomech down.
But I'm gonna get some.
How did you hit that
One
one?
additional?
Oh, the Hero Falcon over there. Okay. Hero Falcon
Early
is.
fall.
Oh shit! War Crimes is coming home early fall sometime, so we're gonna need to
4 minutes left. What's the last?
we're gonna need to make some plans
This,
for that.
there's 8 minutes left in the round.
In the game.
In the game.
Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 6,
You started yours at
A little early.
a little early.
3.
So yeah, I could reset it and just suck it off.
Are we still at 3 3? 3? Yep.
7. 3. Jump 4, 5.
He might be home in September, so I'm saying maybe October we need to go to Oklahoma.
Some way that way.
Some way that way.
And jumping.
7's to
That is. Well, yeah.
Coach
'cause
is
he's
not
gonna
listening.
jump.
Coach is not listening.
Yeah. Late fall. I got you.
3.
All right.
I'm trying to commentate a game.
You have done a piss poor job of it so far, so why are you trying to change now?
Well, you guys are very distracting. Ooh, there's an 11.
1,
Ooh.
2,
I think he's dead.
3,
Ooh, who's he shooting at?
Minotaur?
5. This guy. 5.
Yeah, he's.
The front. Oh, the centaur? Oh, he's dead.
And the Protomex are going.
I'm really glad you wasted.
Oh,
Not
that's
in base-to-base
one.
contact? Oh, wait,
But
no,
he-
who was shooting that one?
He threw so that the surrounded Jade Phoenix just threw all 5 dice at one Protomech.
But is he in base contact?
Aren't they in base-to-base
No,
contact?
no, he was going
It was
for.
a good bait.
No, there is like an eighth of an inch.
No base.
It is not base to
Alright.
base.
Maybe
Alright.
for that. But it was a good bait. And
That does not mean that Matt cannot do a physical attack.
5, 6, 7.
You get 1 inch.
Okay. Let's go.
Ooh,
3.
wait.
I jump 4, 5.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9 for being Protomet, and an additional 1 for being in the rear.
From where? Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, long.
Throwing in a long bomb from way in the corner.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, medium range?
Oh, rear damage. Rear damage.
Oh, 9's to hit. There's 1.
1.
Ooh.
Did he include the extra dice for damage in the rear?
He did.
Yeah, he counted it.
Damn it.
1 damage.
How unlikely of a Christmas pair, Draconis Combine and Jade Falcon dice. There should be a Christmas song made up about that.
A happy thought and a cruel dictatorship.
Did those factions even touch each other?
I don't think so. They haven't seen too much of each other, but every Christmas they get together and they have a little at Stranamecity.
Okay. Alright.
You didn't shoot?
3.
Of course he's not done shooting.
I do 17 damage. How much do you do? Like 12 plus your hero
Is this
factor?
short?
Well, he probably does close to that.
12. You do 18 to my 17.
Matt's throwing 17 damage in his list right now.
So,
What?
short?
I mean, originally.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, 17? That's not
Mhm.
that great. As soon as
It's
you get
not that
over
great, but-
20.
As long as it touches.
Once you get over 22, that's when you start.
Alright, medium.
You've maximized some shit.
But I will say the Protomechs are
4, 5, 6, 7.
very interesting.
They're doing some stuff in this scenario. I like it.
Yeah, because this I played into your hand because you played bait and I wanted to castle, so we kind of did that test.
Yeah, you didn't really castle very much, did you?
I just wanted to do the physical part. I don't care.
No, hey,
Seth, if
man, you
come
played it
to,
right.
Indy this year, you can make it to the Battle Barn. We're gonna have a big group at Battle Barn.
Yeah.
Now, if he wasn't able to jump, that would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I damage him enough, he might not be able to.
Well,
However, he's already killed like 2 of them.
you sure hamstring that Hero Falcon on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the gutso. Alright, so
The guts.
go for the gutso.
So there's 2 Protomechs down.
Alright, so
Out of
Dome.
5,
Is
and
there
they're-
any
it's
damage
taken
on the
4 rounds
mechs?
to kill him.
the awesome has to.
Yes. the
4
awesome
minutes.
has
We just passed 4 minutes left in the round.
Alright.
Distractions.
So the Awesome has 4 damage on it. The other 2 mechs are untouched.
So 3.
There is
4,
4 minutes left in the round,
6,
so
7, 8. -1 sevens. So 7s to hit him.
So I'm seeing Tommy's got
Sevens.
Matt's home zone, right? That's his mech down in the bottom corner.
Correct.
So that's one of the Jade Phoenixes, right?
Yep.
That one's clearly uncontested.
No, that's a Hero Falcon.
That's a Hero Falcon. Okay. We've got looks like nobody in the zone, the first zone towards Matt.
Actually,
Say that
Doesn't look
again.
like anybody's doesn't look like anybody's contesting the zone A next to Matt in front of Matt's home zone.
The
I don't see
Vindicator
anybody
is
in
in
that
there.
zone.
Vindicator.
Where's
Hero
the Vindicator?
it's never been damaged.
He has the
Where's it
Hero
at?
Falcon in the bottom.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's in the home zone.
Mm-hmm. So
Who's contesting zone A there? I don't see anybody
So-
there.
going from
No,
Matt
there's
to Tommy,
no one in.
Okay, so nobody's got that one.
Matt has
Third one's where everybody's contesting everything.
So
But he has the Hero Falcon. He has the Hero Falcon at the top, and he only has 2, 3. Well, no. When you take the line and go across,
that guy is
everything's in zone 2 from Matt.
Okay, so one of the proto-mechs is in that
Zone
zone by
one.
itself.
Yeah.
The Awesome is
Okay.
the only one that's in Tommy's home edge.
Okay, so Matt's got Tommy's home edge. Tommy's got Matt's home edge.
Correct.
And a lot of the battles going on for that zone B there.
Correct.
Tommy is the new masturbator call sign.
Masturbator.
We've got two we've got two assaults on Tommy's side versus a cataphract and 3 proto-mechs.
Mhm.
No, we've also got that other Hero Falcon up at the top.
Right.
So we got
Right.
4, 8, 10 on Tommy's side, and 3, 4, 5, 6 on Tommy's side. No, I'm sorry, on Matt's side.
There's 4 armor and 5 structure left.
Who's shooting here?
He is.
Okay.
Fuck that motherfucker right there.
Well,
4, 5, 6, 7.
And he's in a tree.
7 for the tree. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1.
One.
Take damage. This guy, Gorgon. 4, 5, 6, 7s. 2. 1 hit. And it's a natty.
another natty.
9.
Take nothing. He has rolled 6 natural crits in this game, and I guarantee he's rolled 4 in my game. Judge.
I'll give you partial. 4, 5, 6, 7. With 2.
It's gonna be another tight game again.
Because he died already. Hit. Those 3 are done. This one, 4. Is that short? Sure hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that. Oh, I got him my arc! Here. 4, 5, 6, 7 for partial. 2. Got 1.
Ooh. All the armor.
This will shoot at that guy. 4, 5, 6, 7 for the tree with 2. 1. Awesome's rolling 4.
Awesome sprint.
Awesome sprinted.
Sorry, you did sprint. The cataphract is rolling 3. 4 short range 5s. 1 headshot.
Oh my
3
goodness.
hits and a natural.
Motherfucker.
Another
I rolled
natural
another
crit.
12.
8.
How many is that for the night?
Looks like another 12.
That's like 10. I think he like a
Oh,
baker's
another
dozen, pretty much is what he said.
Another 8.
It's fantastic.
2 weapons.
2 weapon hits.
Those fired, he fired, he fired. Couldn't
All right, so you want to know what another awesome Iron Winds model is?
Centaurs.
The freaking Omen. Have you guys put together an Omen?
That is the end of the game.
Other Gorgon's dead.
What? Oh, end of game.
End of
Yeah,
game.
Look at there.
End of game. What do we got?
2 versus
Ooh. Oh my.
2, 3.
3 to 3.
I think Matt wins it with 3. Because
So
he
he's
has
got
Tommy's
2.
home edge, and he
Tommy,
has
I
his
think
A zone,
You took this one?
and
So it's 3-3.
Oh no, Tommy's got his A zone as
Yep.
well.
I think it's 3-3 again.
3-3.
2. And Matt kept that one. So what's your?
I got one here.
Yep.
Here's a green one on there. Who's this one?
Mine.
Yours.
Tommy's got that one.
Yep.
That's a 1.
And Matt took the home
And-
edge. So it's 3-3. All right, total up.
MOB.
MOB. What's left on the field? It is
See,
half
and
structure
again,
gone.
here, you look at this one too. There's a lot of units left on the table.
Yeah, you didn't destroy. You destroyed 2. You destroyed 3.
I said he destroyed 0.
Yeah.
He destroyed. Oh, so you have no units that are half structure.
He'll take me on MOB. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So Tommy won this one.
for sure.
It was close.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
It was by 1 structure.
But again,
Oh.
it's close. I like every game that's been played has been close.
Honestly, I did not think that it would be close with Tommy and the list that he brought.
Yeah,
I thought
I
it was going to
agree.
be a very clear
I.
wiping.
You only killed 43.
So
I'll have
very.
to watch the game again and just kind of look
Very-
to see if there were some missed opportunities for some maneuvering
Because we knew that was going to happen because with all the
Well-
to score those 4 points at any point in time or not.
And
jumping a lot.
because Matt gave. I mean it.
If I wouldn't have sprinted as much, I would have done more damage, but I also wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah. You
Even now.
even now. I mean, I think.
That was tough.
When you had your arrowhead going on, I thought you had an opportunity with your Protomex to go either back towards your home edge or advance.
There's no way I would have outpaced him.
Hey, don't let them take the mechs off yet.
Oh, hold on. Don't take the mechs off yet.
Like wherever they were at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Who's wanting to see it, Andrew?
Well, it's just for continuity's sake, for discussing the final board state. And like
I
they
mean,
were saying,
to be
they didn't
honest,
think
with the
this was going to be as close as it was because of, as powerful as Jump Strength is, or Jump Strong is. I really do think the Protomex again did
Protomex are
a lot
big
of work.
in this. Protomex
Look
in
at-
this scenario are playing big.
Look at what's going on here. So if Tommy had positioned one of his Jade Phoenixes in his home zone, he would have been able to defend his home zone and keep Matt from scoring that. And he still would have had 4 weight from his other Jade Phoenix, plus the 2 weight from his Hero
Well,
Falcon.
so the-
6 total there versus the Cataphract and 2 Protomechs. So it would have been 6
You're right.
versus 5. So
You're
Tommy
right.
would have been able to keep his home zone defended and still have
If
enough
this
weight to
Jade
defend
Phoenix
the
didn't
zone
stay
zone B
and
there.
went here.
You would have won.
No, the other one.
The other
Either
one.
one.
Oh,
Either
okay,
one.
the
Doesn't
other
matter
one.
which
Either
one.
one.
They're both the same.
Either one. Yeah, that's true.
Because the Hero Falcon on the top of the board was hamstringed. He wasn't able to move very far. He got that MP hit, didn't he?
The crits me.
Yeah, but he has 6 inches.
Right,
3
but
inches, so that would have just
but
over the line. Would have washed this one.
what they're
out.
saying is if this one stayed here,
it would have been a push. It would have been a push, and he wouldn't have scored those 2.
He jumped
Correct.
here.
Oh, he wouldn't have been
I mean,
able
Tommy
to make
won
it.
anyways,
He wouldn't have been
but
able to
it was
make
just
it.
another way that he could have ensured
Stayed and moved
ensured having
Right.
his home zone protected.
So the green Turkina in the middle, which is his Jade Phoenix, it actually came back from in between the 2 hills over there at the top. So it would not have been able to get to the home edge. But his one that
But
stayed in this forest here could have moved back instead
But
of staying.
still, if he would have moved the bottom one into his home zone and left the green one in zone B for him,
Oh,
he would have scored enough points to win.
but the thing is that green. So I will tell you this:
That's what I tried
The 2 Turkinas, aka Jade Phoenixes, were clutch for killing the proto-mechs that needed to die, otherwise he wouldn't have been able to take it.
I don't know.
Right, but if his green one would have stayed in Zone B for him, what difference would that have made for the weight?
9, 10. I had 10 on the board. At the time when his mech was over here, he had
Right,
11 on the board.
right, okay. Yeah. If he would have taken it even if all of the proto-mechs would have stayed alive. But he's saying to be able to get that point over there, that area, if you would have left your Jade Phoenix over there.
What was the add up of all your mass?
Again, a very close game, a 3-3 game.
All my size?
Every game that's been played of this scenario has gone to the second tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
That to me tells me it's a good scenario. Or maybe not.
Yeah, except for the game that you and I played.
Maybe not. Yeah, I got
That's
fucking rocked.
okay. So the question put forth is: all 3 games, our first game, our second game, your game, have all come down to either 2-2, 3-3, 3-3, and went to the second tiebreaker. Is that a sign of a good scenario or a bad scenario?
Being that close is good.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I think if this comes up and people are self-conscious of, okay, I need to get objectives, there are ways to get objectives if I do what I'm supposed to do, right? Take objectives, the whole scenario. I might tie, but I need to kill some stuff, which is why you bring big stuff, right?
Now, what if we played the next game with this scenario where one side tries to just board wipe and see if it actually does it?
I think next time I'm going to drop one of the Hero Falcons and bring in the...
I think another aspect of just having good player experiences is to, help ensure that even the person that loses still gets something out of it,
Right.
And I think in this scenario, I think the people that lose are still going to be walking away most likely with at least an objective.
That's
and
a-
possibly multiples.
That's a very good point, is even if you lose, you're getting objectives.
What was the scenario we played Glass Cannon? Stand-up fight?
Unless you get that sneaky four objectives win. I kind of like the thought that you always have to be on guard, watching out for very sudden and unexpected win by just taking opportunity of taking advantage of an opportunity that comes up.
That sneaky fucker going for the 2 points.
Would you guys, everyone here, say that this is probably one of the hardest scenarios to get the 4 objectives? At face value right now.
With no experience?
No, with experience.
It is harder to manipulate the game with tactics to get the win.
Right. I think it's very hard.
You have to play more to get more of the tactics.
I think and here's another thing. Like, is this one going to go to time all the time?
I think it will.
Yeah, it will.
And that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Most of them do.
You don't have time to board wipe.
I don't see Cyclone getting this one done.
All right. How about next scenario? Somebody bring like all assaults.
I almost did that.
Just kidding.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's a very good scenario.
I think this list would have crunched your list.
Which one?
I don't think so.
I think the reason for that is because I have flak in my list.
That's fine. I got 2 nightshades.
I want to see an artillery list on this board.
Don't give your hopes up. I have some artillery in Jade Falcon Dark Ages.
I would say, as of right now, of all the scenarios, and again, I agree with Andrew that we got very lucky with the first 5 scenarios. I mean, 4 scenarios technically.
Which we didn't have to put a ton of thought into. They came
Right.
natural.
We had a tweak here and there.
Is tougher.
This is a very chess match scenario, which I like.
Yeah.
And again, you can see Matt once again on the offensive and it forced Tommy to go defensive a little bit.
But he also bait and switched me, which really
He did. He went
good.
forward,
Very good.
and you went. I mean, he went one side of the hill, you went the other side, and he's like, "Well, sucker, I can."
He came back.
Yeah, he came back.
I didn't come back.
Well, because he had your home edge, and that's a valid tactic. It's like, okay, once someone commits.
Then this unit is out of my realm.
To tell you the truth, I do like the rule that you have to stay in the zone to keep it.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
your Hero Falcon over there had to stay at medium range.
Nobody likes playing.
And if you want to talk about,
twice.
and we talk about incorporating units with long range,
Yeah.
well, that's a perfect example.
It's a reason.
Oh, both of my Hero Falcons have long range.
Which is a very good unit to.
Actually, all these units have long range. Holy buckets.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Shit, the Prime has 5 at long range.
I think with the closeness that was the MOVs, the closeness that was the objectives in the 3, and to tell you the truth, we threw tier S, tier 1 lists at this.
Yes.
Well, you maybe didn't, but I think
Mine was a moderate.
I'm glad, Matt, you brought Protomex because it showed
That's
a
the
whole
only
new
thing
light.
I wanted to try.
There's a whole new light on because Protomex were kind of getting phased out.
We
did
had
go
we,
very
we,
square.
we had those questions. Do we want to bring size of Protomex in the King of the Hill again? Do we want to try and castle things?
Right.
How do they work on the board? How does the physical aspect work? I mean, I couldn't get it there because you don't have any non-jumping mechs, but it didn't matter. We went through the motions and did something with it.
In this game, I love the fact that a Protomech took 2 points. Just dipping his base over the edge.
They're expensive.
They're expensive.
They are.
It's like 60,
17.
60 points.
They're battle armor that move faster than battle armor.
And I mean, they're faster than battle armor, but they don't take
What do you mean?
nearly half as much damage.
What did you mean the
and they
Protomech
deal
took 2
half as
points?
much damage as most battle
There was one turn where
They're all
Matt
speed.
had a Protomech in Tommy's home edge for 1 turn and got 2 objective points that turn.
It's feasible.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And
And
there are faster Protomechs.
there are faster Protomechs, I agree. I am liking the whole thing. Again, we don't do anything super fast or anything like this. We'll keep. I don't think we'll do Overrun next week just because I think or hold the line or whatever the hell we call it.
I didn't want to bring a fast list either.
Right, and
I brought a medium, slow
so
speed.
here's the sneaky thing about Matt's list is right. So you have 8 units on the board, but technically you're only moving 4.
Right, because you have to use all those.
And I'll admit, and even you shot at them when you had easier shots at the mechs. They are a distraction, huge distraction. And in this scenario, that's huge, because if you aren't shooting at a mech that's heavy, which is gonna take up your zone, and you're shooting at a bunch of ones, again, it's 4 or 5 rounds is really all you get. So I thought the Protomechs were a great example of how this scenario can be influential towards. But you do need to bring fast stuff or heavy stuff.
You do need to bring big size stuff in order to get.
I mean, if you bring a bunch of light stuff, I mean, you bring 4 light mechs into my home zone, and I've got fucking Turkina, and I'm like, all right, I'll split fire. All I gotta do is hit with 2, and pink, and you're done.
But you can only split fire with 1 secondary target, correct?
Yes, you can only hit 2 targets.
There's no tertiary or.
But I like the fact that, and even in my game, right off the deployment line, I literally thought about sprinting all of my heavy and assault mechs just to get closer, because
I shot my assault mech once this game.
yeah, but he turned the tide of the battle.
Well, I gained the objective to be about even, but I lost the
Right.
war because I didn't kill something else.
I like the fact that an assault mech, even doesn't have to rely on its firepower to make a difference. Like, I'm here
To take damage and get.
and you need to deal with me. So I enjoy the fact of that being a part of the scenario. I'm 80% very happy with this scenario. I would say a couple more lists. Andrew and Sean are gonna run this, and I would say by Rumble on the River, we could probably. I mean, let's not mince bones here, guys. Rumble on the River, all of our tournaments are testing grounds.
Yeah, there still are.
They still are. So.
And that'll give us a lot more data too.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think our first real premiere is going to be Las Vegas.
I want to see what vehicles.
Vegas, baby.
I want to see what vehicles are going to do on this too.
Vehicles will be very interesting.
You've had VTOLs.
Yep.
They've been effective.
My VTOLs did what they were supposed to do,
I
but
want to see some hovercraft and tanks do something too.
So you don't like my Steel Viper deck?
No, I like.
well, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night.
Because those are from us. Those are a Seneca special.
Let me switch it on over to Banner and get my beautiful face on here one more time.
Because they
Oh,
have
you are beautiful.
awesome units.
Thanks.
Turkey
Thanks, El Diablo.
Oh, you're welcome. That's Spanish for the Diablo.
So the rest of the list.
Oh, you actually made a full 350.
Yeah.
350, Jade Falcon, Dark Ages.
Oh, do you want to give it out though? I don't know if you want to give it out.
I'm not putting
Let's
it
not
out.
give it out.
I'm not giving it
Oh,
out.
I've seen it.
Ready to sign off?
Yeah, we're signing off. Get over here, you guys. I want to first of all thank Andrew and Diablo and Squid and all the other people that were watching and participating tonight. So thank you guys. We're going to do this every Thursday. Try to anyway. This is the Wolfnet Radio Podcast. Andrew, Sean, anything to add?
Well done,
You guys did great. It was a couple of really great games. Close both times.
Well, we will try to do some metrics and try to figure out how to get more people to watch. But
Advertising, marketing.
Hey.
if not, at least the games are out there.
Hey, it's us showing that we're playtesting. It's us showing that we're giving things a go. And
Listening to feedback.
if anything, it's us validating our thought process. So it doesn't
Agreed.
really matter.
All of it. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we will be back next Thursday.
Later, guys. Thank you.